What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our first episode of our second year, which is
Season
kind of
two.
crazy. Season two.
I made it.
Yeah.
We are joined by Cole Cunningham
Hey,
once again.
I'm back.
He might look a little different with his haircut,
I made the cut.
and then we got special guest Zachary Paul,
What's going on, guys? Happy to be
replacing
here.
Jeremiah, the new and improved Jeremiah here.
Oh yeah.
Um,
My takes are crazy.
A lot crazier than Jeremiah's, that's for sure. Jeremiah had some crazy picks, but I feel like for the most part, it's pretty tame.
Yeah, I feel like he did a lot of those for the wow factor too, but I respected it. I respected it.
Didn't he predict the Browns to go like to the AFC Championship or something?
I remember he predicted like the Eagles to do really well.
Oh yeah,
in the
I think
playoffs.
that was it. I think that was it. But so the NFL season starts on Thursday. Obviously, we got Ravens and Chiefs. Should be a good game. So I thought it would be fun if we sat down and did some early season predictions. We'll go through each team, each division, talk about who's going to win the division, what the standings are going to look like, what each team's going to look like, and then we'll go through predict awards and then Super Bowl winners. And am I forgetting anything?
Yeah, no, I mean it seems like, for this episode we're just kind of run through every team's off season and their draft as, in a timely manner, so this episode isn't 4 hours, but
Yeah, this episode could be really long, but we're gonna
yeah.
keep it short.
yeah, we're kind of just gonna go
crank it
through.
out.
Yeah, we'll crank one out for you
Yeah,
guys.
we're gonna crank this one out as quickly as possible. Go through every team's off season and then kind of just highlight who we think is gonna win the division and playoffs, and a little Super Bowl prediction at the end, and as well as our awards.
So before we hop into this, I want to just tell you guys that Zach is a huge fan of a certain team. I'm not going to tell you which team.
You
I'll let
guys
you guys
watch.
figure it out.
Yeah, watch the episode and guess which team Zach could possibly be a fan of.
I think you.
I got no bias. It'll be a good one.
This is true. He's a very, very unbiased
Just know
fan of an NFL
when
team.
I'm making my picks that I know ball. No bias involved at all. That's all I gotta say.
I respect it.
100%.
All right, let's hop into it. So we'll start off with the AFC North. Who's going to be the king of the North?
Yeah, we can hop into the North.
I was
hop
thinking we
into
go
North.
north, south, east, west. Or
Yeah,
do you have
we
it
can-
laid out different?
I have south, north, east, west, but we can
Just do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do
I'm
it?
down.
Okay.
Yeah,
the way
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
all right.
However it's done up there. That's what I'm saying.
All right, bet.
Okay. So if we're gonna do the AFC South,
North.
we're doing the North.
North, south, east, west.
North. Okay. My bad.
I'm on the Baltimore Ravens right now, future NFL champions.
Okay. I was thinking like we could try to go like
Someday.
division standings from last year, maybe if you want to do that, or
Oh, okay. That'd probably be
Whatever.
a much easier way of
do
looking
it
at
go
this.
from like last to first.
Yeah,
'Cause I think,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's go to standings
Yeah. Would have been the Steelers.
and 2000.
Maybe the Bengals though, because okay, it was the Steelers. Oh no, it was the Bengals.
Who was last?
How the hell did that happen?
Because Joe Burrow got hurt,
Man, Steelers. Okay, yeah. we can talk
and the
about
Steelers
Bengals.
somehow. Yeah. So first we'll talk about the Cincinnati Bengals. This is even with Joe Burrow getting hurt. This was such a competitive division. It always is. It'll probably be the best division of football this next season. Just saying, especially with Joe Burrow coming back and them hopefully being, actually, as a Ravens fan, not hopefully being fully healthy, but that's for another discussion. But they have a new offensive. Who's their new offensive coordinator that replaced Brian Callahan? Do you know?
I do not.
I
Recall
don't know
that
off the top of my head.
Hold on, let me.
They still got Zach Taylor though, pretty good head coach so far.
It is Dan Pitcher, who was the
I
team's
have no
quarterback.
idea who that
He's
is.
the quarterback's coach.
He was the quarterback's coach.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're probably in good hands. It was
Yeah.
an internal hire.
Keep their defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo, who's
Okay.
always in head coaching circulation for the last couple of years. But yeah, that's kind of it for the coaching for the.
They have
their-
Mike Gesicki. I didn't even
I
see
know.
them getting him this offseason.
Yeah, through free agency, I think they added Mike Gesicki. I think they also added Orlando Brown in free agency.
Oh, I thought he was he on the Chiefs last year? I thought he's been on the Bengals.
He might have.
I think he was on the Bengals last year.
might be Trent Brown. I'm thinking of.
But yeah, I think this will be a really good team this year. Obviously, they're going to be fully healthy. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, their third string wide receiver, Iosivas.
Yeah, he's been there the last few years. Kind of been like just a guy who will get a few snaps per game.
Yeah.
Oh.
But according to Joe Burrow, should have a much bigger role this season, and I did put him in my breakout video for the Bengals, so I think he should have a good year.
I apologize. I didn't watch that video.
Oh, that's okay.
I feel like Joe Burrow, he just kind of has like that it factor to him where he just, if Joe Burrow's on the field with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, things are going to
Yeah.
get done.
Yeah, they also did draft Jermaine Burton out of Alabama. So I'm interested to see how much time on the playing field he's going to get.
Wide receiver.
Well, he's listed as their wide receiver 4
Okay.
right now. We could see, I think it's basically just like a 4-person battle for that third to kind of get that third spot in the wide receiver core, which will be really interesting to watch throughout the season.
They also got my boy Geno Stone from the Ravens. He should be a good addition for them. Really sad that they couldn't keep him, but
they lost somebody on the defense. I think it was a DJ Reader. Who went to
did he go to the Texans or something?
I think it was the Lions he went to.
Okay.
Yeah, so kind of a loss on their defensive tackles there, but
all in all, it should be a good team. I'm thinking like 12, 13 wins possibly at their ceiling. I mean, if they get hurt with injuries again, they could be like 8 or 9. But it'll be interesting to see if they start slow again. Like I feel like every single season they just play like absolute dog shit, and then they get a lot better.
Yeah, also lost Chidobe Awuzie last year, or to the I think he went to the Titans.
Tight end.
Titans.
No,
Chidobe Awuzie.
he's a tight end though, right?
No, he's a corner.
Oh, I'm a freaking idiot.
I think I don't know
what I was thinking of.
Yeah, no, I think they're definitely going to be a team that contends for this. Try to win the division and hopefully make another Super Bowl run.
All right, we'll talk about dog shit. Coming up next, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers.
A big drop in quality, I would say.
Yeah, holy shit.
You think so?
I think that they'll still finish over 500 because they always will. But they'll probably. I'm seeing like a 9-8 season, but they'll still be at the bottom of the division.
Yeah, like I want to say like this will be the first year that the Steelers are under 500, but like they somehow just find a way to like win 9 games no matter what.
Yeah.
I feel like Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, one of them just needs to like just come out and make themselves known because they both I feel like have so much potential to just be super good. Like we've already seen Russell Wilson. He's kind of out of that, but like he can still be a super solid quarterback, which is all the Steelers need to be successful.
Yeah.
Because that's been their missing piece for so long.
Yeah.
And then Justin Fields, same thing. Like I feel like he just has so much potential to just break out and become really, really good. And if either of those guys do that, I could see this team actually being really solid because they already have a solid defense.
Yeah.
As we've seen, and I feel like they have decent pieces, and George Pickens and Pat Freiermuth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that's all they need is just one of their quarterbacks to kind of just show out and get the job done.
Yeah, I'm on the Justin Fields hype train this season. I feel like they should start him, but
I was kind of perplexed at them bringing in 2 quarterbacks that are kind of going to compete for a starting job this year.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
I would have just went with one or the other.
Yeah.
And honestly,
they got Cordell Patterson. When the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, they probably it's for like a return specialist because they like the new kickoff rules or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Which honestly, I have no idea what they are.
Yeah,
but
I don't either.
I guess having probably the best returner of all time on your team will help with that. But yeah, also with the coaching, they obviously replaced their offensive coordinator, Matt Canada last year, brought in former Falcons head coach Arthur Smith, and it'll be we'll see how that goes. It'll be interesting to see, but yeah, for the offense, I don't know.
Their receiving core is booty cheeks now. Actually,
it's
I
not
didn't even
great.
realize that.
Yeah, them trading Deontay Johnson for Dante Jackson did not.
You got George Pickens.
He's about to get like all the catches.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not going higher in fantasy, honestly.
I know.
Did you take him?
I take him.
I'm
trying to trade him, but
it's like
after seeing this, I might keep him.
Yo, let me get him, dog.
It's like look who's throwing him the ball though.
I'll give you Dallas Goedert, bro.
I'm good, bro. I'm straight.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they also took Roman Wilson in the draft.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, out of Michigan.
He could break out.
Yeah, and who else did they take? They took Troy Fontenot.
They always find a way to draft receivers very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I kind of don't understand. I feel like Najee Harris, I feel like he's always just been not good. Like,
He's not.
he was coming out of college like the top running back.
I thought his rookie year was good. But that's just because I think that was like Big Ben's last year. Like it was the only place he was throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because I have him too, but I feel like that Najee Harris, like you hear that name and you feel like, oh yeah, that's a solid running back, and then you look at his stats, you look at how he is.
He's
like,
so slow.
It's just like there's nothing he really does that's special.
Jalen Warren is so much better, but they just won't start him.
I am a Jalen Warren truther, so I'm with you.
He's so much more talented.
Yeah.
But nothing against my boy Najee Harris.
Also, last thing I want to say, brought in Patrick Queen in the offseason.
Oh yeah, I don't really want to talk about that. It's pretty fucked up.
I mean, it's kind of
It's a good addition for them.
yeah. Good inside linebacker to bring in.
But the collision of Derrick Henry and Patrick Queen will make sound waves throughout the country.
We will see.
All right, so this next team, they finished second in the division last season somehow, with Joe Flacco as their starting quarterback, who went off, elite quarterback.
They had so many starters last year.
Dude, you know what's funny is last season was actually such a perfect year to start this podcast because this NFL season was so weird.
It was.
It was so like Joe Flacco was in the playoffs. There was so much going on. But anyways, they're back with their sexual predator, Deshaun Watson, as their starting quarterback. They even brought in famous Jameis to back him
and
up.
I hope he plays. Man.
I hope he plays. Too,
I hope
bro.
he plays.
I love Jameis Winston. And then obviously Nick Chubb will probably miss the first 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, I don't really know like when he's supposed to come back.
I think that's probably the minimum. I think he might come back even later than that. I don't think they're gonna rush him unless they're just ass at the beginning of the year. They brought in Jerry Jeudy, who I actually think could be a breakout candidate, but I don't know.
It just like
Not according to Steve Smith. Steve Smith hates that guy.
Oh,
I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
That video's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, for that I think it's like I said, it kind of just depends on who's throwing in the ball.
Yeah.
But
I feel like Deshaun Watson and Russell Wilson are kind of like similar in how like
They're just washed.
they can be really good. We've seen it. It just depends on if that's just going to come out of them.
Yeah.
And if it does, then they could have really, really solid football teams.
Yeah.
But it's just up to them and making the most out of their potential.
yeah.
And I would love to see Deshaun Watson succeed, honestly. I think that'd be kind of cool. Just because he was so good, then so bad. Like, he's not even like that old yet.
I want to see him succeed, not because of his sake. I don't really care about him, but more the Browns. Like I want to see the Browns be really good.
Exactly.
That's why I'd like to see Jameis do that. Like,
Jameis would be
Jameis
sick,
is right
dude.
there. You know what I mean?
Jameis is finally has his time. He's finally given the chance
Yeah, but
after his 37 other chances.
yeah, but for coaching, they brought in the old Bills offensive coordinator. If I forgot his name.
Oh,
He brought them.
Shit.
It was the guy before Joe Brady.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
It's
dude.
on the tip of my tongue, but I know who you're talking about. Now this defense, I don't remember them getting Devin Bush, but this defense is gonna be solid again.
Didn't Denzel Ward get hurt or something? I feel like I saw something where he's just going to be out.
I
I'm
don't think
tripping.
so. Denzel Ward, no.
Ken Dorsey.
Ken
That's his
Dorsey
name.
from the Bills, so he's the new offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
Okay.
and honestly, yeah, I like if you look at this team's defense, it's like there's not a single spot where I'm like they need to improve there. It's one of the best defenses in the NFL. You have Myles Garrett, who in my opinion I think is probably pound for pound the best player in the NFL.
Yeah.
It might be a hot take, I don't know, but like this team honestly is just going to go as far as their offense will take them, because like I think just looking at like what I'm thinking now is this team, if everybody just kind of performs average, would probably be about a 9-win team.
Yeah.
But if you actually get like plus production from your offense, then yeah, this team can go as far as you possibly can, in my opinion.
Where did their offensive coordinator go?
I don't remember who it was before.
Because he did a good job with how many
Yeah.
injuries they had last year.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they brought in Dorsey, Stefanski, who won Coach of the Year last year.
Well deserved. All right, so up next we got the Super Bowl champions, future Super Bowl champions, and the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, I don't think there's much more to be said about this team.
We have
Added Derrick Henry.
Added Derrick Henry. Now, I will say that this team lost like their entire coaching staff.
That's really where they got gutted, I would say.
Like their roster still looks solid. I mean, we did lose a couple like key defensive pieces like Jadeveon Clowney. Even though a lot of people think he's washed, he had such a good year last season for the Ravens, and now he went to like what, Carolina.
I have no idea, to be honest with
I think
you,
he went to
but
the
I think
Panthers.
so.
And then I'm forgetting. Oh, we lost Geno Stone to the Bengals. He was really good for us last season. But I think that's really it.
You guys brought in Eddie Jackson to replace him, though?
Yeah, Eddie,
Which
that
I
was a
like.
good signing. And we also brought back, and he's not on the depth chart, but Tyler Huntley's coming back.
I saw that, yeah.
Which is, I'm really excited about that to back up Lamar, because our backups look freaking horrible right
Josh
now.
Johnson.
Yeah. Once
Who is
again,
that guy.
this team did kill it in the
He's
draft.
a veteran.
Who they take?
They took
Um,
Nate Wiggins,
yeah.
TJ Tampa. Those are a couple of names I see up there that I remember from the draft. Those are the
I'm
mainly
trying to
it,
remember.
but, I mean, just those two right there. I mean, that's great. It's depth in the secondary, especially Wiggins.
Yeah.
But yeah, this team's really good. That's
It's gonna be a good
put.
division, dude. It's gonna be a battle.
Yeah.
This definitely is going to be probably the best division in the NFL.
But yeah, I think that our biggest weakness is just how many people we lost over the offseason, because the coaching staff there was so solid, and I think that we'll be fine, because they pretty much hired all internally, and I think it's more of an organization thing. But yeah, I don't think it'll set us back too much.
Is Kyle Hamilton? Is it gonna be a second year? He was a rookie last year.
I think it's his
Third.
Is his
It's
third year?
Third.
Yeah, that dude's a stud.
He's just gonna
He's
keep getting
awesome.
better. He's a solid.
I think he is. I think he's probably one of the best safeties in the NFL.
Yeah.
But that's the AFC North. So how do we think it's gonna play out this season? Should we go? You want to go first, and then I'll.
I think we should all just kind of say like our divisions and then do it that way. Because like I can kind of like paint the picture in my head of what I think's gonna happen in division. Like I can go like 4-3-2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, fourth. I'm gonna go Steelers, Browns, Bengals, Ravens.
That's actually going to be mine too.
And I think
even as a Ravens fan, because I'm not trying to be biased, I think the Bengals have a chance to take first, just because they're a little scary. But I'm gonna go Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers as well.
I'm gonna take Cincinnati to take the division, and I'll go Ravens at 2. And I don't know, Pittsburgh and Cleveland. I feel like they're just on the same level. But I'll probably take Pittsburgh this year over Cleveland.
Damn.
I feel like their new quarterbacks can get them over that hump that they couldn't succeed with last year. But I could see this being like a 3 playoff team division again.
I think what I'm thinking right now, I think there's gonna be 2, but I think by the end of this, when we're done talking about every team, I could make it 3.
Yeah.
The problem is just the Browns are so weird to predict. I feel
Exactly.
'Cause
Yeah, they're all over the
I
place.
legitimately feel like the Browns are the one team in this division that they could finish even first or last, and I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
This is just a hard division to rank in general.
Like everything else kind of like falls in place. Like kind of like, okay, Baltimore and Cincinnati, they're probably gonna be playoff teams. Steelers are probably gonna hover around 500. But it's just like, what the fuck are the Browns gonna do?
Yeah.
They're a wild card in this round, or in this division. But I think that this division could be the first. Actually, oh my gosh, fucking can't talk. Has the AFC North had 4 playoff teams?
I don't think
Has
that's
that been
happened
possible
yet.
since?
It's
It is
possible now
possible.
because
Yeah, it's possible now.
Because I remember it was going to happen in the AFC North. I just don't remember if it actually happened.
I don't think it.
I don't think
it did.
Cincinnati-
I want to say
did-
that the Steelers are like.
the Steelers make the playoffs last year.
Yeah,
Did they?
yeah. They played the Bills in the wild card and got.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was like not even a game.
Yeah.
They had
Yeah,
Mason
okay.
Rudolph.
I forgot about that.
That was crazy.
The
That was
Tennessee
weird. The Steelers made the playoffs last year. That's crazy to think about.
I don't think a whole division has made the playoffs yet because I remember the NFC West. I remember the Cardinals, the Rams, and I think the 49ers all made it one year. So it's
Can you
just the
look this
Seahawks
up,
out. But yeah, this is definitely like one of those divisions where I think it's entirely possible that you could see 3 teams in there. But right now I'm just gonna go with 2, Baltimore and Cincinnati. But Cleveland can easily make it in. I think it's gonna be like a matter of like 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet. But
Okay.
I remember there was one year. Yeah, there was one year where the AFC North was so close, and I don't remember who ruined it.
Probably last year with the Bengals.
Was it?
Yeah, because they're all positive.
That's true.
Yeah, because
They
the
all are above
Browns, Ravens,
500.
and Steelers all made it last year.
Just crazy. That's insane to do.
All right, let's hop into the AFC South. So
So who was last? That was the
last
Titans.
was the Titans, obviously. But they had the last laugh at the end of the year. They knocked the Jaguars out of the playoffs, which was kind of hilarious. And then they took Calvin Ridley. So
Yeah, fun little offseason from Tennessee, especially because
very interesting.
Revamp the coaching staff. They bring in Brian Callahan to be their new head coach.
I like that signing.
Yeah,
actually.
with that becomes his dad, Bill Callahan, who is like one of the best offensive line coaches in the NFL. So like it was kind of like a good move on their part to hire him and bring him in, and then also draft J.C. Latham with their first pick in the draft last season.
Dude, I have Nick.
Yeah,
Nick Provenzano.
yeah.
He knows J.C. Latham.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
it's kind
sick.
of crazy, but
But yeah, and then so they did that, and then in the offseason they also decided to spend a ton of money on cornerbacks and wide receivers. They bring in L'Jarius Sneed and Chidobe Awuzie for the corners, and then wide receivers bringing in Calvin Ridley and Tyler Boyd. It'll be interesting to see. They're kind of trying their best to compete and set up.
it's kind of weird. It's a weird roster.
Yeah.
It's weird because of the roster and just because of the division they're in, where like all the teams are kind of building around their super young quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And they're like kind of starting to figure it out.
Like
But-
no one has a defined superstar yet.
Yeah.
Like looking at this roster, it's just a lot of like mid to decent, but like no one's like a superstar.
L'Jarius Sneed's probably
Yeah,
their
L'Jarius
super-
Sneed's probably like the best
But
player.
Maybe
Maybe
I'm kind
yeah.
of hesitant on like free agent corners or like when I feel like every time we see a superstar corner get traded or signed to a new team, they like always just play like dog shit. Like Josh Norman.
They also brought in Jamal Adams, which I just saw. which
Oh, that's random.
I remember. Yeah.
He's not even
just,
starting.
yeah.
just remembered him, dude. My God.
That dude's not even starting, bro.
He's getting benched over Quandre Diggs, one of the guys he was traded for. That's crazy. But yeah. I do like how they brought in some receivers to like help. Like Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler Boyd, like
They also got Tony Pollard for like
yeah.
a bag of chips.
Yeah, to try and replace Henry with the running back by committee. They got Pollard and Ty J. Spears.
Pretty sure I heard his contract is the same as Devin Singletary.
Pollard's?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I could be getting them mixed up with. There were so many running backs that moved teams this offseason, but
Yeah, there was a lot.
I could be getting them mixed up.
Yeah, I mean like I said though, they're trying to like be competitive, which I can always respect.
So we'll move on to the Indianapolis Colts, who a lot of people I feel like are writing off for some reason, which I don't
I feel
understand.
like a lot of
why.
people are overrating them.
I feel
Really?
like I feel like I've seen a lot of people say they can win the division.
Which I
They
would love to
could.
see that.
Honestly,
I would
no.
absolutely. Anthony Richardson.
I'm one of those people who are like,
This would be a fun team if he's solid.
yeah,
And like I just love watching him play. He just throws darts.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy how he just throws bullets and it's fun to watch. I would love to see this team succeed.
yeah. People might be kind of down because Anthony Richardson had like he had an odd preseason, like where it just seemed like he was just missing a lot of targets. But it's like we kind of knew coming out of the draft that he wasn't the most polished passer in the world. Like that's not why the Colts really drafted him.
I feel like he impressed in the 4 games he played. He just has to protect himself.
yeah, exactly. And they
They're
had
a
a
solid
really
line.
Yeah, they have a solid offensive line, defensive line. They drafted Liatu Latu, which I am in love with that pick.
Yeah.
Like I think that in 1 or 2 years, I think they'll have one of the best defensive lines in the NFL, if not the best. The problem is just their secondary, not good.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the one place where I think they'll struggle. And I think this defensive line will make them look better, but it's really not a great secondary. That's like the one place where I'm like kind of not too excited about this team.
Yeah, I feel like if they play a team where there's a solid receiving core and a solid quarterback, they're just gonna get like when there's a team with multiple
Shredded.
options, like they just don't have enough talent at quarterback, corner, and DBs just to like stop a
Yeah.
lot of good receivers.
Yeah, I agree with that. And they also brought in A.D. Mitchell from the draft to be their wide receiver too. So
That's gonna be fun.
yeah, this will be. I think it'll be a really fun team. But it's like the big question is like what's gonna happen with Anthony Richardson?
Yeah.
That's kind of the biggest question around this team.
I'm rooting for him.
I think everybody is. Everybody should.
I like that.
He's awesome.
He's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sorry, my freaking computer is being.
No, you're
stupid.
good, man.
So the next team, if I'm not mistaken, is the Jacksonville Jaguars because they just barely missed the playoffs.
Yes.
And they gutted their receiving core for the most part.
Yeah, kind of. They kept Christian Kirk.
Yeah. I don't think Christian Kirk's a wide receiver 1, just in my opinion.
I will say on the depth chart he is listed that, but I don't think
I don't.
he
I
will
think
be.
Brian Thomas. That's why I'm so high
He'd
on
be a
him.
wide receiver 2 on most teams. I feel like.
Yeah.
I think Brian Thomas is gonna. Dude, can you hook up your? I don't know what's going on.
You want me to
with
connect mine?
Yeah.
Okay, hold up.
I don't know what's going on with my ESPN. It's just not loading.
All right.
But I 5130. Yeah. Perfect.
But yeah. So
I think
yeah, go ahead.
I think Brian Thomas is going to be a stud this season. I think by the end of the year he's going to be the wide receiver 1 by far, and they'll build around him. Gabe Davis is.
Oh yeah, I forgot they picked up Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
They just have like a lot of like mid at
Yeah.
wide receiver right now.
I kind of have a take for Brian Thomas Jr. I think he's gonna lead all rookie receivers in touchdowns.
I think so too.
Just because like if you look at like how many like passes to like Calvin Ridley Trevor Lawrence had last year that were in the end zone that were missed just because Calvin Ridley's a little too short. You're replacing that with Brian Thomas, who I think, if I look at his height here real quick, 6'4".
6'4".
Yeah,
It's a big boy.
it's gonna be a much nicer target for Trevor Lawrence there. But
Yeah, and it's kind of an interesting method. Oh, dude, I forgot Mac Jones is over there, bro.
oh yeah, they also brought him in.
got
too.
an intense QB room battle going on.
Both from the same draft class, which is funny.
Oh, that's right.
But it's kind of interesting to me their method here, where Trevor Lawrence came off a year where because Trevor Lawrence has had such a weird career so far. His rookie season he looked horrible, but he had Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer.
His second season he looked really good, and then this past season he looked just mid.
Exactly.
And so I think that if you're trying to get him over that hump, like giving him the most mid wide receiver room, probably in the NFL, other than the Bills, that's probably not the best.
I mean, it's not great, but I want to say like it's a
did get
little more
Devin
it's a little more filled out than what it was last year. Like I think Christian Kirk, Brian Thomas, and Gabe Davis, and you still have Evan Ingram.
And they had Zay Jones though. Zay Jones is really good for them.
That is true.
Where'd he
Shut-
go?
He went to
Cardinals,
the
baby.
Cardinals. He's
Oh,
suspended.
that's sick.
He's
Yeah.
suspended right now though. What did he even do? I don't remember.
I don't remember what it was for, but they also on the defensive side they bring in Eric Armstead from the 49ers. Great, that's a really good signing. They also sign former Packer Darnell Savage,
Oh shit, I didn't see that.
who I don't really know how good he is. I don't really watch a lot of Packers games, but I mean,
Yeah, I feel like he has a lot of highlight plays, but like in general, he's not the greatest safety. Like he just has highlight plays.
yeah, cool name though.
I know.
Josh Hines Allen. Did he actually?
He did change his name to Joshua Hines Allen.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Just yeah,
I
he
would
lost
too,
the
bro.
he lost the battle of Josh Allen's.
But he got the bag this offseason.
He did.
He's solid.
But yeah, I think we're ready to talk about the division winners, who would have been the Houston Texans. Where the hell are they at?
Yeah, coming out of nowhere, dude. This was probably the most fun team to follow last season.
It was wild.
The Texans or the Browns. They were like the most fun teams to root for. But yeah, they if you're a Texans fan, you should be feeling ecstatic right now. Like out of any other NFL team fan, you have like probably the best young quarterback in the NFL.
With one of the best, if not the best, wide receiver room.
Oh my god,
This
like,
is the
it's
this
so
is
stacked.
dude. This is by far the fullest wide receiver room in the NFL.
Like you have solid 1, 2, 3, and then on your bench you have Robert Woods, John Mechie.
and they
All
also
those guys could
yeah,
break out.
and they also had Noah Brown,
Yeah.
who was had a couple solid games with both Houston and Dallas when he was there a couple of years ago, and they had to cut him because that's how deep their wide receiver
Yeah.
room is. It's ridiculous.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah, they also
brought
bring
in
in
Joe Mixon,
Yeah.
who I think should be pretty dynamic for them. He's probably coming out of his prime, but I think he'll still be really good. I mean, it'll be an upgrade over Devin Singletary and Damian Pierce, who's still there. But
Damn, what happened to my guy?
dude, Case Keenum is still on the Texans.
Dude, he's got to just be like
I feel like he's
Vikings legend.
he's like he's just like their like emergency quarterback or
been,
something
yeah, I
like
feel
that.
like he's been on the Texans like 3 different times.
He's got to be like a borderline like quarterbacks coach at this point. And on the defense, they bring in Daniel Hunter.
Yeah, their
Yeah, they have
defense
a
is just as solid.
Will Anderson on his second year. Derek Stingley Jr., one of the top corners.
Yeah, one of the top young corners. Kamari Lassiter from Georgia. They also had a flyer on Jeff Okuda, so we'll see how that goes.
Was Jimmy Ward always there?
I'm not sure.
I know Jalen Petrie was.
Yeah, Petrie is there. He's all right. But
yeah, I mean, the future is and you got such a good head coach.
yeah,
Yeah,
a good
D'Amico
coaching staff
Ryans.
too. Bobby
Like-
Slowick.
This is
Yeah.
this is just one of those teams where like their second year. We saw them last year. Like this year is going to be like a huge defining year for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's just going to be really fun to see, especially since last year they were known as like, oh, they have just a young team, but this year they pick up some vets. They pick up Stephon Diggs and Joe Mixon. It's kind of see like what role they're going to play in the offense, because they already had a really solid offense last year. Nico Collins, Tank Dell in the receiver room. They did the job enough, and then they go and add Stephon Diggs, who's a top wide receiver in the whole NFL. It's kind of just going to be really cool to see what's different from last year, whether they get a lot better, which I wouldn't be surprised, or who knows what happens.
I mean, I think a somewhat hot take might be they kind of just maybe stay like the same.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like a lot of teams, like you said, they kind of just came out of nowhere. I feel like this year a lot of teams are going to be more prepared for them than they were last season, which might cause them to maybe just kind of look kind of similar to what they were last year. But overall, they've definitely set them up for success right now and as well as in the future.
Mm-hmm.
It's an exciting team.
But, yeah, that's gonna round out the NFC South.
So this season,
wait, what are we thinking for predictions, guys?
so I'll go first. I actually think it's kind of easier in my head than it seems, because I'm gonna go Titans 4, Jaguars 3, and then Colts and Texans.
That's fair.
Is how. But I think the Colts and Texans are gonna be. I think it's gonna be closer than people think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the big story with this division is obviously, besides the Texans, it's like which quarterback is going to get over that hump, because they all just have three quarterbacks that just need to get over that hump to be stars.
Yeah.
And it's just going to depend on that. But I think the Texans will definitely take the division. It's going to be a fun battle, though. I feel like there's going to be some good games just watching the Colts and the Texans and Trevor Lawrence and them go at it.
Yeah.
And Will Levis, I feel like he has a lot of potential. He wasn't like the best prospect coming out, but just his arm talent he'd kind of be a dark horse just for someone who could just break out and be an insanely good quarterback. But I kind of agree with you on taking the Titans at 4, and then I think Jacksonville will take the 3, and then Colts and Houston.
Yeah.
But I would love to see Houston and the Colts both make the playoffs.
Yeah,
I think that's very possible to happen.
I think it's possible. I think I'm gonna go. Honestly, I think we just all have the same one.
I do think the Jaguars and like the weird thing with the Titans is like we were looking at it, they kind of have a solid roster where
they really do.
If Will Levis lives up to his hype and just comes out of nowhere this year, they could like be second in the division, which is kind of weird to think about. But I think the safe pick is
Yeah, I kind of thought about going for the Colts to win the division, but I can't. I really want to. I mean, they were literally a game away from doing it last year, but I don't know. I just think the Texans are kind of going to establish themselves a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, there's just that one big question mark for the Colts just kind of scares me a little bit too much to say they're going to win the division.
Mm-hmm.
But I think with him healthy, they're absolutely in play for a playoff spot. Even I know we're not too high on the Jaguars, but maybe they have another bounce back year.
Yeah.
They could also be in talks for it as well. So it's another interesting division to kind of figure out. But yeah, what division do we want to hop into next?
East. We'll go East.
Yeah,
AFC East with the Bills and all those motherfuckers. Yeah, this actually will be an interesting one.
We all know.
Oh, this one's gonna be hard.
There's the Pats, right? That was last place.
I think so.
Probably.
I want to say they were. Yeah, they were. Say like a third
ass.
pick. So yeah, your New England Patriots cleared out the whole coaching staff, bringing Gerard Mayo. Well, I guess they promoted Gerard Mayo.
Patriots team without
Bill
Belichick.
Yeah,
But
this
it was
is the
also
first
weird to
season.
see a Patriots team without Tom Brady. So we'll see what happens.
yeah. No Tom and Bill. I think that's like the first time like in our lifetime
Yeah,
that it's
for real.
been that. That's crazy.
100%.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, pretty interesting offseason for the Patriots. They named Jacoby Brissett to be their QB1, but I really don't think that's a good thing. I really think that's just kind of like their sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
Because of how not good their offensive line is, how not good their receiving core is.
Okay, so
That's holy. I didn't even realize how bad.
Yeah.
their receiving
There was
core is
not even, like-
absolute butt cheeks.
There's not even like a wide receiver 2 on their receiving core. That's
No.
crazy.
Like they have Demario Douglas, who was okay last year. They brought
KJ Osborne.
Kendrick Bourne, I guess, is like it's tough to say if Kendrick Bourne is your best
Oh, he's
receiver,
not
but
even playing.
Yeah.
he's out even.
Yeah, like they drafted
It's a
Javon
tough scene
Baker.
right here.
They drafted Javon Baker as well as Jalen Polk.
Patriots
from
fans, I'm
UC
sorry.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sorry. You guys have had your fun.
2 decades of success. Oh no, now they're bad.
Holy dude.
This
Yeah.
team is.
I knew the
butt.
Patriots were going to be bad, but just looking at their roster,
This team is butt.
like I
dude.
can't see one. Like what? Maybe Jabril Peppers is
He's
old.
kind of washed now.
Hunter Henry, maybe he's
Their
solid.
their tight ends are fine. They got Hunter Henry.
Oh yeah,
Austin
and
Hooper.
Austin Hooper.
Like there you
Holy,
go.
my
There's something
goodness.
to look at. Yeah.
Even their offensive line, I don't see anybody I know.
Yeah. On the defense, he gets a little better. Like they have Christian Barmore. Not right now because I think he's like on IR for like something really serious actually. But I just remember it was like it was like blood clots or something like that. Like it was like, oh shit.
Rod Mayo, he's gonna just go through it this year, dude.
It really is. Yeah, they also they have Kyle Duggar in the safety, Jabril Peppers, Christian Gonzalez, who is actually
He
pretty
was actually pretty solid.
he looked pretty decent last year.
He
Unfortunately,
was,
just
he was
got
a
hurt.
rookie last year, yeah.
Yeah,
So he's a
out of,
sophomore. Yeah,
out of Oregon.
I guess he's solid. He'll
He
be
got
good.
hurt, didn't he?
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah, they bring in Cardinals legend Marco Wilson, worst player in the NFL, somehow on a roster. That's cool. Actually, worst cornerback in the NFL. Probably not the worst player, but yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be bad, dude. Like they're gonna look really bad with Jacoby Brissett. Probably like week 11, they'll bring in Drake May. He'll look okay. And
There's just no way a rookie quarterback can succeed in this fucking offense.
yeah, which I'm kind of glad they named.
That's what
Brissett.
that's what everyone thought about the Texans last year.
That's true.
I
That's
mean,
true.
But that was also insane. And
Yeah,
I don't
they
think
also-
that'll happen again. But you never know.
Yeah, I don't see it with this team, especially
Drake May just
especially
turned-
in that division. Definitely not gonna happen.
Drake May throws 40 touchdowns
Yeah,
to Demario Douglas.
Dude, no, Joe. If anyone's doing that, it's Joe Milton. Come on,
Oh,
guys.
okay.
I'm kind of
My
glad.
Cannon.
I am kind of glad he made it on the roster. Over
I want to
Bailey
see.
Zappi.
He's one of those quarterbacks where I want to see him get a chance.
I do too a little
He just
bit.
has. He's the best arm. Like,
Oh, he has a cannon,
doesn't he
dude.
have like? Didn't he like break the record or something for like the farthest throw?
I just knew he threw it
just-
crazy far
yeah.
at Tennessee. But yeah, not too much to talk about with the Patriots. I think we spent way too long on them
Besides,
anyways.
good luck.
This,
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of fun to
Justin
take
Lewis.
long with them. 'cause-
Just to kind
No,
of shit
it's
on him for
over.
a little bit.
Bro, he is
but,
not a Patriots fan anymore. You already know that.
Lost at 408. Hope you're tuning in.
But
Bro,
okay.
he's too busy doing jujitsu.
Let's move on to the team that finished in third, which was the New York Jets. Finished at 7-10, and
This would be a fun team.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
this
this
team
is,
is looking a little bit different from last year. Actually, let's say a lot of bit different.
I like them bringing in Tyron Smith, even though he's like 50 years old.
Oh yeah, they revamped the fuck out of this offensive line. They bring in Tyron Smith, they bring in Morgan Moses in free agency. Then
Solid,
they draft
solid.
they draft Olu Fashanu from Penn State, which is insane. Just like that, you draft the best backup tackle in the NFL.
Was he first round?
He was like he was like first round pick. He was like top whatever. He was like whatever.
Who
pick
was?
the
Olu Fashanu. I guess I
Yeah,
just don't remember
Fashanu.
that. But that's
was like- he
good
was like
because
one-
that's what they need to protect
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean
freaking-
you have 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers out there coming off a torn Achilles, I think it is.
you got Jordan Travis who's next up. You got to protect.
Dude, actually though, I think he should get an opportunity
I think so too.
because he would have went first round if he didn't freaking his leg didn't snap in half.
Yeah, that was
That was
wild.
disgusting.
Florida State. You bring in Tyrod Taylor, so if another big injury happens with Aaron, you're not gonna have to deal with having the worst quarterback in all of football again. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think even with Tyrod Taylor this whole season, I think the Jets are a playoff team. You won 7 games with Zach
I
Wilson
know
last year.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
With him not putting up anything,
yeah. So
Yeah, that's true.
and I think they have a really good offense. They have a lot of weapons. Mike Williams with Aaron Rodgers healthy could be a really good wide receiver too. And I think Garrett Wilson with Aaron Rodgers healthy could be
I think
offensive
he's-
player of the year candidate.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Mike Williams, I really like them bringing him in because
Yeah.
I think he's perfect for Aaron Rodgers. Like he's just somebody Aaron Rodgers can just freaking chug it downfield to.
Malachi Corley, mark
Yeah,
my
they-
words,
Yeah, they
he'll
drafted
be
him.
solid.
I
He'll
think
be
it was a
solid.
solid pick because I
I
mean,
don't know who that is.
He's gonna catch touchdowns. That's all I know.
because Mike Williams, he's pretty injury prone. Like he gets hurt,
He'll
you have
definitely have an opportunity.
yeah, you have Malachi Corley there. Because I mean, dude, there's just no fucking way you're putting Alan Lazard on the field like to get
Yeah.
like
Corley.
plus snaps, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Because he is so bad. Like I don't like he's not a wide receiver. He's like a tight end.
Yeah, he's
Who?
like a tight end who can't
Alan
catch.
Lazard
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, lizard, bro.
getting overpaid to do nothing.
I remember I almost bought an Alan Lazard jersey, bro.
Dude, thank God you didn't. Thank God. But yeah, and then you go to the defense where it's just
Solid.
Another just list of great names. You have DJ Reed, Sauce Gardner, which I
Javon
think
Kinlaw?
they
Did
brought
they
in
just
Javon.
pick him up?
They brought him in during free agency, like when free agency was still kind of relevant.
Did he come from the 49ers?
Yeah, he was a free agent.
Okay, yeah, because I
Yeah,
thought that's what
he
I'm
was-
thinking of. He's solid.
And he wasn't too great with San Francisco, but
Oh, I'm dumb. I'm thinking of Greenlaw.
yeah. But I think this team has definitely the best cornerback room in the NFL. You have Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed,
Quantez Stiggers
yeah.
backing him up.
Well, I mean, you also have Michael
That's
Carter.
that's a tough jersey right there.
That's a
But-
tough name to say.
But no, yeah, they have solid corners. Sauce Gardner, best corner in the league, arguably.
I would say he
probably.
is.
Probably at this point.
And yeah, and then
Him
you
or
CJ Mosley.
Snead, but I don't think Snead's gonna be that good on the Titans, dude. I'm calling it.
still have Quentin Williams, so I think is one of
Oh yeah,
probably the best defensive tackle in the NFL with Aaron Donald retiring.
plus Hassan Reddick hiding back there. Who knows when he'll play?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Like he might get traded again.
Yeah,
Cardinals, please.
this is gonna be a fun team to watch unless Aaron Rodgers gets hurt.
It's gonna be a fun division.
I mean,
But-
even if he does get hurt, I think it'll be a
They'll
better
still be
team
solid.
than last
Yeah,
year.
I just want to see at least one game with Aaron Rodgers as their
One
Dude, I
full
know.
game.
because you just don't. He could be terrible because of how old he is, or he could be Aaron Rodgers and just
I think he'll
make
be.
crap happen, bro.
I think he'll be good because I mean, yeah, he's 40, but like think of all the other great quarterbacks at 40. Tom Brady went to a Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Drew Brees.
Yeah, he'll still be good.
Yeah, Drew Brees almost went to a Super Bowl. Brett Favre was still pretty good at 40. Like, I don't think that's gonna just disappear for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean the Jets are a really fantastic team. So
I'm excited to watch Garrett Wilson.
I
and
really
Brees
hope-
Hall. Like I feel like those are two just huge breakout candidates
Yes.
that could just go insane this year.
Yeah, I do like them also drafting Braylon Allen. I thought he was a fun player. I think out of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
if I'm correct on that. But overall, yeah, the only thing I'm not excited about this team is who's their offensive coordinator. That's Nate Hackett, who was the Broncos coach for Russell Wilson's first year.
Right, and they had that Broncos game last year
Yeah.
where they
Yeah, I think they
beat the
lost.
Did they?
Yeah.
Wait.
I
think
thought
they
they
lost.
won, and they were like, "Oh, we did this for you, Hackett."
Did they?
I
don't
swear they
remember.
won. Maybe
you're
I'm
right.
tripping.
You're right. No, the Jets beat the Broncos.
Did they?
It was like the
Yeah.
worst game ever, but they won.
They
So a regular Broncos Jets game. Okay.
yeah. The Jets did beat the Broncos because I remember it was like all Brees Hall too.
But yeah, it would be cool if they brought in like a real offensive coordinator. But I understand why you don't. You want to keep Aaron Rodgers happy. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, good for them. Really fun team.
really hope Brees Hall
The Jets, I
works
feel
out.
like will be just one of those teams. I see them on. I want to watch the game. Just
Absolutely.
to see Aaron Rodgers go to work.
Didn't they get new jerseys too? And they kind of
No,
I think they did
don't
last
think-
year.
I think it was last year, like the year before or something. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up the Jets. Then we move to the team who finished in second, which would be the Miami Dolphins.
last second, dude.
Yeah, literally last game of the season.
They have Tyreek Hill. Like that's
all they
it.
need.
I mean, that's not it, but like that's just
No,
like the factor.
it really is, dude.
'Cause, like,
he is the offense.
So
I
they got
know.
Odell.
What? I guess they did pick
I'm
up
just
OBJ, legend, Ravens legend. Auto knows.
Dude needs to hang it
Um,
up.
But yeah, Tua. I feel like Tua. He just. I can't see him winning big. Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
That's just like I don't know what. Like he has one of the most stacked offenses. Jalen Waddle's solid.
Dude,
But
that running back room is ridiculous. Mostert, A-Chain,
Oh
and
my
Jalen
gosh.
Wright. Just
And Jeff
stu-
Wilson Jr., baby.
And you have former 49er Jeff Wilson.
It's crazy how he was supposed to be the starting running back last season. Now he's fourth on the depth chart. But I really hope Devon Chain breaks out the season. I mean, I got a lot of money riding on it. But I'm really excited about him. The dude literally averaged 8 yards per carry last season. Like he had 8 yards per carry for 800 rushing yards. That's ridiculous.
It was insane.
oh, I didn't know they picked up Grant Dubose. He was solid. He was he was in the Packers wide receiver room, but they just had so many receivers that they had to release him. But he was actually one of the solid guys that they released.
And they got Johnny Smith. Was Mike Gesicki still their tight end last year? I feel like he was on a
No,
different
I
team.
think no, he's a Patriot last year.
That's right.
They honestly just don't run anything with their tight ends. Like
I never even know who they are.
yeah, what they try to do is just like get like a big wide receiver and be like, hey, we're just gonna line you up a tight end. Like that's kind of why they had Chase Claypool last year.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Where's
but
he at now?
I don't think he's
I
employed.
think he's either
Good.
I think he's on the Bills. I want to say
Oh,
like
is he?
he was. I know
Oh.
he got signed there. I just don't know if he's still there. We'll find out soon.
I'll pull a. Oh, you want to find out?
Well, I mean, yeah, because
Because I can pull a Jamie and look it up.
Oh, they got Storm Duck.
Who the fuck is
Elite
that?
I don't
name,
know, dude.
elite
That sounds
name.
like a freaking movie character, but
Storm Duck?
we got Storm Duck backing up Jalen Ramsey. They have
Oh,
a
shit.
They have a good DB room.
they
have a really
do.
good
They
DB
have
room.
they have Jalen Ramsey. They have Kendall Fuller. Their safeties are nice. They bring in Jordan Poyer
From
from
the
Buffalo.
Bills.
That's right. That's a
Javon
big
Javon
pickup.
Holland there. They also drafted who was it? Chop Robinson. I
Oh,
wanna
that's right in
say-
the first round.
Yeah,
And they
which-
brought in Calais Campbell. Didn't even know he was still playing.
40-year-old Calais Campbell still honestly being productive at his age,
Still
which
got a
is
starting
impressive.
job.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah. Kind of wish the Cardinals picked him up because God, we need edge help. But pause. But
oh,
um,
wow.
You need edging help, bro?
we do.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean the defense is solid. The offense it should be one of the best in the NFL. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens. I think.
Excited to see.
Let's move on to the
Now
see
we
what
get
Tua can do.
now we move
See if
to
he
the,
can just get better or if he can
Tua
regress.
turn the ball over.
yeah. Hopefully he does less of that for the Dolphins.
Bro, he
this year.
kind of looks sexy this year. I'm not gonna lie, no homo. Do you see his profile pic?
No, I just watched the video of him like roasting Brian Flores, being like, "Yeah, this
Oh,
dude."
what
this-
did he say?
He was basically like, "Yeah, this dude like did not believe in me at all."
Damn.
Because I mean, that's kind of what happened
Me
there.
and Brian Flores the same guy apparently.
No, for real, he just like me.
He's
but,
just like me for real, bro.
yeah. But now we move on to the division winners last year, which would be the Buffalo Bills.
The Buffalo Bills.
The Bills out of Buffalo.
Lost their wide receiver star, Stephon Diggs.
Was he their star though? He was kind of like horrible.
When
at
they
the
made
end of the year.
when they made the change at offensive coordinator, he was not as involved.
That is true.
It wasn't even that he was not as involved. He just kept like he dropped a lot of passes.
Did they have Gabe Davis last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they just wiped their wide receiver room. I guess they had
They
Khalil
really-
Shakir and Matt Collins,
which I
for
think
that.
was needed.
and
Yeah.
they picked up
They
Ellis
bring in-
Scantling.
They do bring
Wow.
in MVS to hopefully,
That's
because
a random one.
Get some speed on there.
I mean he could dead serious win a playoff game for them because I remember he did that like for every game for the Chiefs last year.
Yeah.
in
I
the
remember that.
playoffs.
He's
It
just
was-
quick, and if
yeah.
you have Josh Allen throwing cannons who can just throw it to people who get burnt, then Marquez that's where Marquez gets highlights is freaking burning people and just catching 70-yard touchdowns, but he drops 5-yard passes. So I feel like that's a good duo for Josh Allen. 'Cause
Yeah.
he can just throw it all.
Well, because
down
Khalil
the field.
Shakir is going to be the short pass receiver for him.
Yeah, and Keon Coleman could be rookie of the year candidate too. He's gonna be solid.
I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm very excited to see how they line up honestly because I think they could line up with 12 personnel a lot with Kincaid and Dawson Knox, and just kind of not worry about a wide receiver 3.
I'm honestly excited about this receiving rookie class because I think a lot of them are in positions where they can break out. Like, think about it. You have obviously Marvin and Malik Neighbors who are going to be solid. Like, they're wide receiver ones already. And then
Honestly, I would say Keon is as well.
And then, well, yeah, and then you have Keon Coleman, who's in a horrible wide receiver room. Brian Thomas, not a good wide receiver room. And Lad McConkey, who's not a good wide receiver room. Like, there's so many rookie receivers that I think could break out this season.
Yeah,
I think the offensive rookie of the year will be a receiver.
interesting. That's interesting. We'll
That's-
get when we get to our predictions
that's
for the
my
awards,
take.
that'll be interesting to talk about for sure. And then defense, they kind of keep a lot of the same names. They lost their safeties.
yeah,
They lost
I'm not
Micah Hyde and
seeing
Jordan
crazy.
Poyer.
They're bringing Taylor Rapp, though.
Yeah, and I'm seeing DeMar Hamlin there. As a
DeMar
starter.
Hamlin,
He's
get out.
starting?
that's how you know they're cooked.
Bro.
Interesting move by the Bills.
Absolutely cooked.
They're starting him for freaking PR purposes.
No comment.
Not far off.
Yeah, the linebackers, they lose Matt Milano again, which is brutal because
He's injured again?
solid.
they put him on IR again.
We got
which
Von
sucks.
Miller on the backup.
Well, I mean, he's just old and
That's
overpaid.
interesting.
So
But yeah, I feel like their defense. Rasul Douglas, he's a solid corner.
yeah, I like Rasul Douglas.
but-
Their
Didn't
corner
Von
room
Miller like beat his wife too?
probably
Probably he's a football player. A lot of that happens.
True.
Um,
Keep going, Cole.
Yeah. I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
It's okay.
It's a mid defense. There's nothing too crazy
yeah,
there.
it's probably gonna hang around average.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's the AFC.
Dude, this is gonna be a
East.
hard
So
one
for
to
some,
rank.
For some standings, yeah.
Shit.
I'll start us off. I'm taking the Jets.
Number one.
I'm taking them number one.
Dude, I'm kind of with you on
if
that.
Aaron Rodgers, here's what I'm saying. If Aaron Rodgers is healthy for 17 games, they're number one. I think the Jets are going to get worse. Or not the Jets. The Bills are going to get worse. And the Dolphins, I feel like they're just mid. Like they have crazy games, and then they are stuck at mid for a lot of it.
Yeah.
They're kind of just like that highlight team that can't
Was it
actually
last
succeed.
season that they put up 70?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
That
the
was last year?
Broncos.
Yeah, I feel like the Dolphins are just that fun, explosive offense.
They're so fun.
But it's just a team that doesn't see a lot of like long-term success. And the Patriots, obviously, yeah, I don't know where that's going, but I think the Patriots will finish last.
Yeah.
And I don't like the Bills or the Dolphins this year, but I think Tyreek Hill, he gives them the edge over the Bills, and I think the Jets will. I think it'll be a good division. But I think the Jets will be the standout. Like they'll be a lot better than they were last year, and the other teams are gonna digress or regress or whatever the freaking that word is.
Yeah.
Get worse, and the Jets are gonna get a lot better. And yeah, if Aaron Rodgers is healthy, I think the Jets are a solid, 12+ win team with the offense, with the weapons they have and their defense.
I'm kind of with you right there. Like I think I have the same prediction for the division as you. I have Patriots, Bills, Dolphins, Jets. I think the Dolphins will make it pretty close though, because I just think they're too talented. In spite of how what you think of Tua, I think they're just too good overall to not make it close. And then the Bills, I think they'll make it a little more interesting still, but I think they'll kind of hover probably around 10, 11 wins. And maybe that'll be good enough for a playoff spot. I don't know. Right now, I would have the 3 of these teams making the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah. And then then obviously you have the Patriots who are in the cellar. I think they'll be lucky to get 4 wins this year with how we just saw their roster. It is not great.
I think that those 3 teams, other than the Patriots, they're all going to be close. So I think it'll definitely go Patriots 4, and then Bills, and then Jets, and then I'm going to take the Dolphins. I think
Dolphins taking the division?
Yeah.
Really?
I could,
but I think
it.
it's going to be close.
Yeah, no, because I really think those 3 teams could be separated by 2 games.
Yeah.
It'll be 13.
The Bills are still going to be good. They have Josh Allen.
Yeah, it'll be 13 wins and 11 wins.
Yeah.
Or something like that, something crazy like that. But yeah, that'll wrap the NFC or AFC East. Now I go to the West. This should be a pretty easy one to predict.
I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Who the hell finished last there?
I
think it was the
this
Chargers.
division. I think is the complete opposite of the one we just talked about, where I think the bottom 3 teams are all going to be close, and then the top.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think the Chargers are going to be that good this year.
You don't think so?
No.
I'm kind of with you there.
I think maybe next year. Is that dude's name Otto?
I think they have an auto on there.
Dude, I can't see. Does that say Otto
Where are you looking?
or nose tackle?
I'm blind. Oh wait.
Tito.
What?
Oh, Tito Ogbonnia.
Dude, that's trippy, man. I thought that was
that's
okay.
a big
Hey,
boy.
it's okay.
Tito.
Tito.
Bro. That's a tough name.
Let me see if I can make this
And they got my boy Tart.
There you go. Flashbang out.
I kind of like the other way.
Oh, you like it dark?
I kind of like it. Yeah, it's too bright.
Okay.
It's too
Do you like
intense.
it black?
Yeah. Blacked, bro.
All right.
Gang.
Okay. All right. The Chargers.
And they got Megan Fox, bro.
That's literally what I read, dude. We're just tripping out here off the perk.
But I don't know. I think that did they really finish last?
They did, because I think they had the first pick.
Oh, I
Yeah,
got
the
Justin Herbert, was he out a lot last year?
Yeah.
He missed a good chunk of the year.
Yeah. that's what I thought.
he got freaking destroyed in the ribs last year, and then
Yeah.
didn't play most of the season.
Joshua Palmer, Ladd
Yeah.
McConkey.
Dude, that wide receiver room was just bad.
Yeah.
Dude, was it last year when we went to B-Dubs and watched Chargers Chiefs and
I think it was the year before.
Derwin James put Travis
Travis
Kelce
Kelce
on his ass?
Yeah, I remember that.
Are you sure? I thought that was last year.
No,
Do they
'cause-
still have Derwin? Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they still do.
He's still pretty good.
He's solid. He's top safety for sure.
Yeah, since Brandon Staley's gone, they should finally use him correctly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they should finally use him correctly and actually have a good defense. And I shouldn't
That dude
actually
was so bad.
not good, but their defense will perform how they should.
The two coaches we shitted on the most last year were what? Arthur Smith and
Brandon
Brandon
Staley.
Staley. Yeah, he was
I think
fucking
that was
awful.
it. Yeah, but
Dude, they got my boy Taylor Heineke.
yeah, they have Heineke as a backup. They lose Austin Eckler, which I mean I don't really think that's
That's
too
not a
bad.
huge
Yeah, I feel like he's
Yeah.
just like replaceable.
Yeah, they brought in a lot. They like revamped their whole running back room. They bring in Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins.
It's basically
they
the Ravens.
take Kamani Vidal in the draft, and I guess they traded for Hassan Haskins because I think he was on the Titans last year. But
By the way, can I say I love the addition of Joe Alt in the first round.
it's awesome. I think it's a really good.
Amazing choice.
That was actually that definitely was a good choice because you're looking at these draft classes now. Like you can get a receiver in the second round, which is what they did with Ladd
Yeah.
McConkey. But like the type of player that Joe Alt is, that type of right tackle, that type of prospect, isn't just somebody that comes out year in and year out. So it was definitely I think that was the right pick by them.
Yeah, especially
But-
when you have a quarterback like Justin Herbert. You don't want him getting hit in the ribs season after season and dying.
Yeah, but also for like the cool factor, it would have been cool if they picked Malik Neighbors. But I understand.
Yeah.
I understand them
That's
going
the
Joel.
thing, dude.
or
It's like-
Brock Bowers. I would like them to Brock.
That's the
Bowers.
or
thing
even
with
Bowers.
linemen. Like they're not like the big,
They're not flashy.
fun, flashy pick, but like they're needed.
They're safe.
Like first round picks that are tackles. Like I feel like if my team, like just your team drafting a tackle in the first round, you're just like but like at the same time,
You're like,
they're
okay.
so necessary. And a guy like Joe Alt, like that's huge.
Yeah, because now looking at it, they do have an awesome tackle duo over Rashawn Slater. and
Yeah,
Joe
Rashawn
Alt.
Slater on
That's-
the left.
That's really good. And they also have Jamari Salyer, who's listed as the backup right guard. But
What do
I
you
remember-
think about? Sorry, keep going.
well, I was just gonna say like Salyer is a solid backup because I remember when Slater got hurt. I think it was the year. I don't think it was last year, but the year before. I remember he kind of stepped in and looked like serviceable. So it's always good to have a guy like that. But yeah,
What do you think about John Harbaugh?
I think I don't know.
I
would love to
tough.
see him flip the Chargers around. Like to be, I would love to see him and Joe Herbert or Justin Herbert just go crazy.
Quentin Johnston's still on the.
he's still there. But
That dude was like the worst rookie receiver I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, they also bring in Brendan Rice, son of Jerry Rice from USC from the draft.
You say brother?
Son.
Oh, okay.
I might have said brother. I don't know.
I think you said
but-
brother. I was like, damn,
Could you imagine?
it's a big difference.
But no, I like Jim Harbaugh. Just wish he didn't make that offensive coordinator hire
Oh my gosh, yeah, I
because
forgot about that.
that'll.
Trust me, as a Ravens fan, you are fucked with Greg Roman as your fucking.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
He's so bad.
with Herbert,
He's literally the worst offensive coordinator I've ever seen.
because that is not the type of quarterback you want to have with a Greg Roman offense.
There
and
was a
Justin Herbert.
reason that Ravens fans were begging the Ravens to fire him for 3 straight years,
Yeah,
and now he's got a job again. That's crazy.
but yeah, I mean, this is really kind of just a year where let's kind of get to see what they
It's
have.
gonna be a weird year for them.
because they have really talented players at some positions, and then there's others where it's just what are we doing?
Like I think their offensive line's going in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yeah.
and their defense is still solid. They still have Khalil Mack, who
I mean, yeah, but he's getting up there, so it'll be
he had like a 6 sack. How many sacks did he have?
like in a game. Yeah, he does that like every year.
What was it though? Was
I think
it
it was
4 or
like
5?
I think it was like 5.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, that's gonna be the Chargers. It's gonna be a really interesting season for them. I'm excited to see what McConkey can do because
I'm excited for him, dude.
yeah, and then also like I think Kamani Vidal. This is really random, but I think Kamani Vidal could end up being the RB1 for this team by season's end because I mean it's Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. Like your competition isn't super crazy. Gus Edwards is like solid. I'm just expecting J.K. Dobbins to get hurt at some point,
Yeah,
respectfully. So
it sucks. So he could have been freaking a super.
yeah, because I mean he could have quite literally been next up.
like
but
his
he got hurt.
average yards per carry year after year is so good, and then he just freaking tears his Achilles.
Yeah, but that's gonna be the Chargers. Let's move on. I think the team that finished third, I want to say, was it the Raiders? Or was it the Broncos?
No, it was the Broncos.
The Broncos?
Because the Broncos sat Russell Wilson
They did.
and
yeah,
and just started losing.
Oh yeah,
The tank-
that was an interesting.
the tank was in because basically it was Sean Payton being like, "Hey, honestly, I don't want you here. So can you take a pay cut?" And Russ was like, "Nah."
Yeah,
And so they were like, "All right, well, sit here, then leave."
yeah.
But yeah, the Denver Broncos take
interesting.
they got a new quarterback room. They trade for Zach Wilson. Ha.
Oh
Didn't
my
think you could
gosh.
actually do that. Then you draft Bo Nix at 12. Little steep, But I do understand
It's
because
panning out, it seems, like from preseason, but obviously preseason means nothing.
yeah,
But
I mean,
I
I
didn't
don't know.
realize how booty cheeks this receiving room is.
yeah, it's not
Holy crap!
it's not awesome. You bring in Troy Franklin.
Sutton, Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, you bring in Troy Franklin from Oregon, so you have that link with him and Bo Nix. You also have Marvin Mims, who looked okay last year. He's probably going to take a bigger role with them losing Jerry Jeudy. And then, yeah, their defense, they lose Justin Simmons, their safety, but they still have Pat Surtain, who's one of the best corners in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of built like an okay, like you kind of like established a defense a little bit last year
I don't like
with
this defense.
with Vance Joseph.
Didn't they let go of their Justin Simmons?
They did, yeah.
Why?
Where'd he go?
He signed with Atlanta. That's where he
right.
signed.
That's right.
Yeah, it's him and Jesse Bates over there now. But
I
yeah,
remember he was supposed to be next up for them, bro.
he was pretty solid. He's
Justin
pretty good.
Simmons.
Yeah, but
I don't know. It's very ass. Honestly.
it's
looking at it.
definitely a team that I really haven't paid too much attention to this offseason.
I feel like Cortland Sutton could be
I
a star receiver if he breaks out, but
I'm a big Cortland Sutton guy.
yeah,
Every
I'm a
year
fan.
I
though,
like him.
people say that
because
and
he is good. Like he can make insane catches, but
He's
his
good.
His team has just never been good.
He's just never had like a good quarterback
Yeah.
situation really. But
And Bo Nix, I think he could be solid. I think it'd be fun to see Zach Wilson back in the mix, getting a better chance. But who knows? That guy hasn't had a lot of chances with the Jets.
he's third string.
It is also the Jets, though, so who knows?
yeah, I think he just needs to chill on the bench for a little bit.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, I think this team's kind of just gonna figure things. They're trying to. This is really their first like full year with Sean Payton. They kind of hit the reset on quarterback, and so this is kind of what they're seeing what they have with Bo Nix, and I respect it.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little better than last year. I think.
Really?
Yeah. Well, last year was just a freaking train wreck with Russell Wilson and that whole situation.
Well, there was a good part of that year though that they were looking kind of decent.
Yeah, it's
They
just
had
that
a weird year.
It was really odd because I remember like the first like
They started like 1-5 or something.
the first like it's really like three chunks for the Broncos. Like it's the first chunk where it's like they were just horrible,
They were
like
awful.
like Sean Payton's gone. Then like that middle chunk where it's like, wait, this
They
team
went on a
could
winning
like
streak.
yeah, like this team could actually make the playoffs maybe. And then they're like, oh no, we suck again.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it's like Russell
Shut
Wilson
down.
sit the fuck down. I guess I don't even know what I don't even.
It was
know why he
because of
did that.
money. It was because
Yeah,
of
but it's
money.
like I mean, you could have. I don't want to say you could have made the playoffs, but you could have like definitely
Yeah.
fought for it.
I don't think they'll have like a huge jump, but I could see them sitting around 500.
Oh
right
yeah,
under.
but that's gonna be the Denver Broncos. Not too much to report there, in my opinion. But now we move on
Raiders.
to the Raiders, man.
I was wondering who their QB1 was.
Gardner
Gardner
Minshew,
Minshew.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they got AOC backing them up.
they promote Antonio Pierce to their full time head coach. Thank you, Max Crosby, because he literally was like, hey,
I'll
if you don't-
literally fucking leave.
yeah, he's like, I'm gonna just leave if you don't promote him. And they're like, well, you're our best player, so I guess we're gonna do that.
They Devontae Adams,
They-
Jacoby Myers, decent wide receiver room.
What happened to
But-
fucking what's his name?
Hunter Renfro,
Yeah.
gone, dude.
Is he
Just
even employed?
disappeared. He's not even there. Man.
That's tough.
I actually don't know what happened with
I
Hunter
didn't
Renfro,
hear anything
dude.
about him.
But yeah, they take
This will be an
Brock.
interesting team.
They take Brock Bowers with their first round pick, making an awesome tight end duo in my opinion with Bowers and Michael Mayer. So this will definitely be one of those teams that you see run a lot of that 12 personnel that we've kind of been referring to throughout this whole show, where they go with Bowers and Mayer, and then probably bring out Adams and Jacoby Myers.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
it'll be
What the
fun to
Ravens
see.
will do.
Yeah, because it'll be fun to see that with Gardner Minshew, because it's like there's your kind of just very like league average quarterback.
Yeah.
Probably like slightly under the league
Just
average, I would say.
Kind of just reliable, but not star.
Yeah, kind of like a Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah,
basically,
exactly.
is what you have here. And then they bring in they signed Christian Wilkins from the Dolphins. That was a really good signing because I mean that just adds to your sick defensive line where you have one of the best players in the NFL in Crosby. But yeah, those kind of the main things. Like I said, they bring in Antonio Pierce to be their full-time head coach. So it'll be cool to see him get like a full first season of that. But I really do think that's it for the
Yeah.
Raiders. Not
The
really-
quarterback play is just not going to be
That's kind of
that
like,
entertaining, and I feel like just not the greatest. So I feel like that's
Yeah.
just going to set them back a lot.
yeah. I kind of feel like this team is like they're kind of just like if they had a quarterback, like then we'd be talking about playoffs for them for sure. But unfortunately, that's not on the cards
At
for
least
them.
it's better than Garoppolo.
That is
Dude
true,
was
but
freaking horrible.
yeah. Then again, anything is better than Jimmy Garoppolo. So Yeah, good for them. But now let's get ready to talk about the division winners from last year. Your reigning and defending Super Bowl champions
Bro,
back to
freaking
back.
0-3 in the preseason. They suck.
Kansas City Chiefs. So I'll just kind of sum this up a little kind of quickly. I think this team won the Super Bowl last year. Well, they did, but I think they got better.
Really?
I think.
Oh, no.
Xavier Worthy.
Personally, I think the loss of Snead is going to hurt them.
But didn't you just say it was gonna get worse?
Yeah, because he went to a new team. Like that's just in my head. That's just what makes them worse. But
that's
Trent
fair.
McDuffie is still there, I guess.
I
But
just think McDuffie will like kind of just come into that.
Snead was freaking MVP for them last season. I'm not gonna lie.
I just think McDuffie will come in there at that cornerback one
Yeah.
role and just kind of do the same thing.
I feel like Chiefs, they always just find a way to be good on both sides of the ball. Like, no matter who they have, it's just annoying.
Yeah,
Okay, I
Like,
will
they have Chris
say-
Jones, they have a top tackle, and obviously, Justin Reed, some solid players, but
They brought back Juju. I didn't even see that.
it's crazy. They're just
yeah, he got
they're
like
just- this team just
released.
pisses me off. I don't know why.
Yeah, they're fucking annoying.
They are annoyingly good.
How did they let them? How did they let the Chiefs get Xavier Worthy, bro? That's just that pissed me off.
But
Marquise Brown.
they were gonna take a receiver anyway, dude.
Yeah,
like,
but
that's the
Xavier
thing.
Worthy,
Like,
though, the fastest guy in the freaking.
John Ross was the fastest guy in the draft. What happened to him?
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
He had
Like,
Andy
people-
He
Dalton,
also
though.
went to the Bengals when they're fucking ass cheeks.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I remember on draft night, people were like, "Why would the Bills make a trade with the Chiefs?" It's like it doesn't matter, dude. Like because they were gonna take a receiver anyway. It's
Yeah.
like it's just a matter of whether they're gonna trade up and get Worthy, which is what they did, or hang back at 32 and probably take a guy like Xavier Legette or Keon Coleman or something like that. So that's just what I'll say about
Yeah.
that. Because I remember like when that happened, it was like I don't know why you're complaining. Like they were gonna get a receiver anyways.
I feel like there's not much that changed with this team from last season.
They did lose
besides-
Willie Gay. the
Yeah,
Gay
they
man.
lost a couple pieces and added some rookies.
Willie
but
Gay will, I think, be kind of a big loss, to be honest.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope everyone they lost would be a big loss.
They
Snead
still-
and Gay.
D1 hater right here.
I mean, but their defense, I think, even though they did lose to Jerry Sneed, but I still think their defense looks incredible. I think you have another year of George Karlaftis. Yeah, you still have Nick Bolton, Drew Tranquil, Leo Chenal. It's a great linebacker room. So
Yeah, fuck.
I really, honestly, for the I don't want to like glaze the Chiefs too hard, but I do think this could be one of those like Chiefs seasons where it's like they're not kind of hover around like 11, 12 wins, but this could be like one of those like 14, 15
Yeah.
type win seasons for the Chiefs.
Because you think about it, like I don't know, it just seemed like in previous years they like just like regular seasons, just like for them,
Yeah,
and then they just I can't be beat in the playoffs. And I feel like if they just want to beat the best team in the league, they will be the best team in the league.
Easily.
And it just they just gotta they could be that team any year with Patrick Mahomes and co. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully Xavier Worthy doesn't turn into Tyreek Hill.
again, yeah.
That'd be kind of dumb, but
Yeah, last Chiefs glazing I'll do for this segment. I do think this could be like one of those like Mahomes MVP type years. But
Yeah.
that's it. Okay. That's the AFC West. That's the AFC
Shit,
done.
man.
Let's so first place we all the Chiefs.
I think so. Yeah.
That's easy enough. It's just the rest of the division we got to figure out.
That's what I'm saying. Those three teams, I think, are close.
Yeah.
For the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Um,
Oh no.
I think the Broncos would be a
Shit,
little better. I don't see I don't know. I guess I don't see the Raiders getting any better.
you might call me insane, but I actually think that,
Hold on. Who do you? Never mind. Go ahead.
What?
Because I was just saying, like the way you were phrasing that, I was thinking like we might be thinking the same thing, like something. Because I don't know if it's a little crazy, but like my division standing is a little weird.
So
I think.
I'm going Broncos at 4. I actually think they're gonna be pretty bad. I think they're gonna be like 4 or 5 wins. I just think that the team that roster we looked at, I didn't think they were that bad. Their defense is solid, but I'm gonna go Broncos at 4. I'm gonna go Chargers at 3. I think the Raiders will be second.
Okay.
I think they'll actually be like 8-9 or 9-8, and then I think the Chiefs will. Solo.
Okay. Yeah. We have the same exact division predictions because. Yeah, I'm not a big Bo Nix guy, so I don't know. I don't know how great he's gonna be, and obviously, like the roster just isn't too great. So I think this team will probably be like 4 to 6 wins.
And I feel like Javonte Williams did not look good last year as their starting running back.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know about him honestly. I've kind of almost given up on him. But yeah, so I've Broncos 4, Chargers 3 because I think that just the lack of talent everywhere besides quarterback is
On the Chargers?
yeah.
Yes, I agree.
So I think
Like Justin Herbert can do only so much.
yeah, like it's gonna be definitely a big year for like Justin Herbert's like hypothetical people who are like, if he had this and this and this, then he'd be winning so much. It's like, yeah, you're probably right. This team sucks. And then second place I have the Raiders, which I think is like wild to say. It's like them finishing second in the division.
Yeah.
But I think they just kind of have like they're gonna have that like dog mentality to do that, especially with Antonio Pierce. And I do think they have a pretty solid team. I kind of love
I think
their
they
offense.
have a decent culture.
Yeah, that's kind of what they're building. They're kind of doing that like that Dan Campbell type thing, where it's just like you get this big culture guy that everybody can kind of just
Rally around.
Yeah, rally around. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think he's really good at that, and I think it'll kind of work out to them probably figuring it out a little bit and probably getting around 8 or 9 wins. So yeah, and then obviously the Chiefs who are going to be in first and going
about
to
you,
coast
man?
through this division easily.
I think the Chargers will be in wild card contention. I'll take them at 2.
Dang.
I think-
big hopes for LA.
I think Jim Harbaugh is a Super Bowl coach. He's consistently one of the best coaches in college football. Obviously, that's different, but I don't know. I think if he just needs to make a good game plan for Justin Herbert and utilize him to his talents, and
If the
I
Chargers,
can see some wide receivers breaking out on
That's
the
all,
Chargers.
Brad
And
McConkey, baby.
yeah, and I see them being a solid team. Maybe I don't know if I want to say they will make the wild card, but I think they'll be in contention. I think they'll be a positive win team.
Yeah.
I think like 9-8 would be a good spot for them. And then I'm actually going to take Broncos at 3 and Raiders at 4 just because, I don't know.
Yeah, and with
Gardner Minshew, he was solid last year, but I don't know. I just think he's boring, so I'd put him low.
I feel like he gets a little overrated.
Because of his his aura, bro.
He does have good aura, but yeah, also the Jim Harbaugh thing, him coming from college to the NFL, it's like he's done it in the NFL before.
Yeah, exactly.
So like he's been to the Super Bowl with the 49ers, so it's like it's not this big adjustment for him. It's kind of just him going back to what he knows. But it's kind of just can he, because I mean that was a while ago though, so it's like can he kind of adapt to what the NFL is now is what's going to be probably the most difficult thing for him to figure out. But yeah, that wraps up the AFC. Do you guys want to kind of do you guys want to go through our playoff teams real quick, or do you want to say that till the end?
I mean, we can go through it real quick. I know we're only fucking halfway through.
I know.
Let's be speedy with the NFC, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
fuck.
try to go through a little quickly. Let's kind of just spend time on the Packers and Cardinals.
Exactly.
But okay, yeah. So for my playoff teams for the AFC, I have the division winners, which is gonna be the Texans, Ravens, Jets, and Chiefs. And for my wild cards, I'm gonna go with the Colts. Oh wait, no, not the Colts. I'm gonna go with the Bengals, Dolphins, and Bills.
Okay, so for me, I'm gonna go Chiefs division winner number 1. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go Dolphins number 2. This is coming from, and then I'm gonna go Ravens number 3. Oh, but the Texans, man, that's tough. That's really tough.
Chiefs is my 1 seed, by the way.
I still think Texans will be the 4th division winner, and then wild card. I'm gonna go Bengals, Browns, and I need to look at the. I want to say Colts.
So no Bills
No, I'm gonna go Jets. I'm gonna go
or Jets. Yeah.
I'm gonna go Bengals, Browns, and Jets. So I'm gonna go Chiefs, Dolphins, Ravens, Texans, and then Bengals, Browns, Jets. Not in that specific order for the 5, 6, 7, but
That's fair.
I'm actually gonna take Jets at 1.
Jets is the 1 seed.
I
Okay.
could like I said, I could see him. Aaron Rodgers healthy, those weapons. I could see them being a 13-14 win team. And I'll take Chiefs at 2, Bengals at 3, Texans at 4. Those are just the teams winning divisions.
yeah, probably it's probably.
And then for wild cards, I'm gonna take the Ravens, the Colts, and I'll take. Oof. I don't know, dude. I'll take the Dolphins. I'll take the Dolphins over the Bills.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
feel like the Bills are just going to regress. So, yeah, but Jets at 1. I think
That's crazy.
I think it's possible. I think it's looking at all the teams. I would say the Chiefs at 1, but I don't know. That's just boring. I think they'll
Yeah,
be
I
solid,
agree.
and I don't want to put the Chiefs at 1 because everyone's expecting it.
Yeah.
And obviously they're going to make the playoffs, but I think Jets at 1. I could see that happening, and I think that'd be a fun thing to watch. I think it's very possible.
It'd be fun. Yeah, I think my predictions for this are going to be pretty boring because it's like I feel like most people for predictions try to like spice it up a little bit. I'll be the boring person. I'll kind of pick like who who won it last year. Okay, are they still good? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pick them. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's gonna be the AFC. Let's move to the NFC. Finally, where we're gonna start
so-
with the North.
One thing I want to say about the AFC though is it's going to be so competitive.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like compared to the NFC.
Shit, who finished last? Was it the Bears?
No. I feel like they kind of. What was it?
No,
we got the
Vikings
Lion-
were last. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think they did finish last.
Oh, was it?
Just do the Bears. It's fine.
I'm gonna do the Bears anyways because they had the number 1 pick. That's kind of what I'm going by. I know it wasn't theirs, but yeah, the Chicago Bears. I'm not a Bears fan, but like I just kind of love the offseason they had offensively and like them yeah, they drafted Caleb Williams number 1 overall and they surrounded him with a ton of talent, dude. It's insane. I don't think we've ever seen. We're talking about like Stroud had good players last year. Like, but honestly, we didn't really know they were going to be too great. It was just Stroud elevating them. Like Stroud has, or Caleb Williams now has, he just has proven players everywhere. Like he has DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. Those are 2 great wide receivers. You have one of the best receivers from the draft last year in Roma Dunze as your wide receiver 3. You signed DeAndre Swift, who I'm not a big fan of, but I think he's probably elevated from what they had last year, which was I don't even remember. Was it Khalil Herbert as their RB1?
It was like a running back committee.
Yeah, it might have been. I think it was Herbert as their RB1, but yeah, now they have DeAndre Swift. You still have Cole Kmet, who is probably an average tight end, which, I mean, you'll take that, especially receiving wise. So, yeah. And then the defense, you bring back Jalen Johnson. You bring him back on an extension. So, I think that was a good signing. And then the last thing I'll say is for their offensive coordinator, I want to say they brought in Shane Waldron from the Seahawks last year, who wasn't awesome, but I mean, I think it's better than what they had before. So,
Yeah, I think the Bears will be a fun team to watch. I mean, just because they've been a team that's like so historically bad, recently bad, and it's kind of just we're gonna see if they finally have themselves a quarterback,
Yeah.
and if they do, I don't know. I wish. This is gonna be a fun team to watch. I wish my team wasn't playing them twice a year
Yeah.
because I kind of want to root for them, but I can't.
Yeah.
Because they're
That's how the Browns are to me.
exactly. Obviously, Keenan Allen, probably one of the best wide receiver 2s in the league, because he's normally a wide receiver 1. So I'm excited. They have a really good wide receiver room. We'll see what happens with the quarterback. I hope he busts.
balls.
No homo. But yeah, defense, nothing crazy either. They got solid corner in Jalen Johnson. But
They bring in Kevin Byard, by the way.
yeah, bringing
That's
Kevin
solid.
Byard. They got Jonathan Owens. A lot of the North likes the Packers sloppy seconds. So brought
Yeah,
in
they
Jonathan
got
Owens.
Robert Tonyan, didn't they?
They got Robert Tunyon.
I don't know if they still have him, but I remember they had him.
Yeah, I don't think they have him anymore.
I think he was there last year.
He
there
wasn't
last
good.
year.
There's
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of players that just were somehow good with Aaron Rodgers, and then anywhere else they go, they're freaking awful.
Yeah.
But
The
yeah,
only thing I'll say about the Bears is that this is going to be the most volatile team in the league with the Texans too, where they're either going to be really good or they're just going to be freaking horrible and just be
and
a
I
huge
would love to see
disappointment.
it.
It really just depends on
You're
how
playing on their
Caleb
downfall.
Williams handles all
Yeah.
this pressure.
Yeah.
Because, like, honestly, I do think what Stroud did last year, that should be, like, the standard for what Caleb Williams does this year.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's playing in Chicago and all that, but, I mean, really, it's, like, with how talented he is and with, like, the players he has around him, he should have, like, the best single-season quarterback season in Bears history. 'Cause
Yeah, exactly.
It's really not that
Just
hard.
with how quarterbacks have been in Chicago, there's never been a solid season. Like
Yeah.
it's always been mediocre or
They've-
less.
yeah, they've never
Like,
had-
It's so easy to break all those records.
They've never had a 4,000-yard passer, which is
Seriously.
insane to say about a franchise that's been around as long as the Bears.
I know.
That's ridiculous, but yeah, I don't think this team's a playoff team because I've seen people say that before. Like they might
They're
say
in a
they're
tough
play-
division too.
Yeah, I think
The NFC North will be, I think, one of the top top divisions this year.
Yeah, I think that whole division will be competitive, despite some of the quarterback shortcomings that the Vikings might have, who I think is who we're going to talk about next.
Yep.
But yeah, the Minnesota Vikings missed the playoffs last year, dealt with a lot of injuries from their quarterback one, their wide receiver one, and then having literally nobody on defense other than undrafted rookie Ivan Pace. Yeah. So yeah, but they bring in JJ McCarthy in the draft. He goes down for the year.
That sucks.
Yeah, but he also signed Sam Darnold, who I'm unironically like excited to see what he does.
I think he's gonna.
He's been on the Panthers. He's been on the Jets.
He was on the 49ers last year.
Did he get any time on the 49ers?
He played I want to say he
the
played
end of
their
the
Week 18 game.
Yeah, because I don't know. I feel like
It was Sam Darnold versus Carson Wentz, baby.
Yeah, I feel like Justin Jefferson. I would never this year. I wouldn't take him in fantasy for what he's worth.
I would
because of Sam Darnold. I've never seen Sam Darnold be on a successful football team.
But
and I know he's been on terrible franchises, but
I was gonna say this is probably the best situation he's been in.
But
ever.
I don't know. I just feel like I don't see Sam Darnold leading a team to success, which
that's
especially
fair.
in this division. I feel like it's gonna be a tough division. The North does have a tough schedule, so we'll see though. I it's just one of those things. I'd like to see him succeed, but he's in my division, so
yeah. And I mean, speaking of Packers sloppy seconds, they bring in Aaron Jones to be their RB1.
yeah.
I kind of like it though.
He's just old.
Yeah, he's just getting up there. I think that's kind of why.
He was very relevant last year though.
He was injury prone. Like the games he played, he was like putting up crazy stats, but he just got hurt. And I feel like a big part of Aaron Jones too was just his aura with the team. Like all the young guys loved Aaron Jones, which kind of sucked when they lost him because like he was like their favorite dude. He was their role model. But so yeah, I'm excited to see the dynamic with Aaron Jones if he is just as good as he will as the Packers, or if things kind of switch up because he switches teams and has a different, coaching and different teammates around him. But it'll be interesting to see how the Vikings do this year.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs.
They picked up Stephon Gilmore.
They did.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
That was very recent.
Yeah, they drafted Dallas Turner, who was one of the top edge rushers in the draft. So it'll be, I mean, he's kind of just gonna be their number one guy on the defensive line. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do. You still have Harrison Smith. He's got to be like 34 now at this point.
Yeah.
So, but
white boy.
Yeah,
bro.
But I mean, you still have Brian Flores as your defensive coordinator, and you kind of saw the job he did last year. I think they'll kind of hover around what they were last year. So,
all right, let's fucking move on to the next team, bro.
Yeah.
So this
second
next
place
team should be fun.
Oh yeah, here we go. Honestly,
Zach, I'll let you take the
Zach,
floor,
I'm just gonna turn
I'm
my
not
mic
even
off.
I'm not even gonna say
all right,
anything.
Green Bay Packers. I love this team. I think you look at last year. A lot of people I feel like are underrating the Packers. Honestly, if I see people say like they're gonna finish fourth or third, or if I see people say that the Packers aren't gonna be good this year, I feel like that just shows me you don't know ball. If you watched ball last year, if you watched the Packers have pretty much the best second half of the season when things finally clicked. Best quarterback play, in my opinion, second half of the season, only getting better. I feel like a lot of people were saying, Packers, people are going to have film on them. They're just going to get worse. But people were saying that last year, and they were still getting better every single game. And I think they played their best game of the year against the Cowboys at home in the playoffs, who didn't get beat all year at home. I think Jordan Love played a perfect game in San Francisco, besides those last two interceptions.
Yeah.
I think with perfect officiating, they would have won that game. I think if they had a good kicker, they would have won that game. And it's crazy to think how if it was for one kick, the Packers could have been the Super Bowl last year with this roster. That's the thing. They have Jordan Love at quarterback. I think he's only going to get better. They have this receiving core who any single one of these guys can go for 1,000 yards.
Super young.
And
super young team, honestly, overall.
I feel like they all have different roles too. Like Jaden Reed's just the quick, slant guy who can go for 50-yard touchdowns. Romeo Doubs is the guy with the good hands who can catch any ball in the end zone. Christian Watson is the guy who burns people. And I don't know. I'm just so excited. I'm a Packers fan, and I've never been more excited for a season because, I don't know. I just feel like this is the year where their Super Bowl window is open, And just because of how young this team is and how successful they were, and their defense was kind of their weak spot last year, they finally made that move to replace their coordinator, who I don't know why they had him for so long. They picked up Xavier McKinney in their hole, Javon Bullard in one of their main hole was like safeties and DBs, but I don't know, man. I think Packers are gonna be a good team. They're gonna be a good football team,
Yeah, I agree.
and I'm super. I like I said, I've never been more excited for a season with Green Bay since I've been a fan, which was like since kindergarten. So I also didn't know ball since like the last 4 years, but still, I seriously think this team is like they're contenders for sure.
Very excited to watch Jordan Morgan. That's my only
Yes.
input on the Packers. Bear the fuck down, baby. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can agree with you on officiating things because I don't remember.
I just remember there were two calls in the red zone, 4th and 1 or like third and inches, where he got over and they didn't call it, and then they had to kick a field goal or something, or they lost their possession when they were in the red zone and could have had touchdowns. But I just remember that game very vividly, and that was just like if they would have got those calls right, then it would be a whole different ball game. But yeah,
But yeah, it's youngest. I think youngest team in the NFL still.
Mhm.
So I mean, they're only probably gonna get better over
Well,
time.
they lost
so.
Aaron Jones, so definitely.
Oh no.
oh yeah, but
Um,
I forgot to say, they picked up Josh Jacobs. I think he'll be a top 5 running back this year. I think the fact that he was going like 39
In
on
drafts.
fantasy
Yeah, that's crazy.
was like, what? I'm confused. Maybe I'm retarded, but I feel like he's gonna be. I totally see him being a top 5 running back this year.
yeah, I
agree. That's all we have for the Packers.
Dude, I just realized how stacked this division is. Holy crap.
It's
'Cause We're about
ridiculous,
to
yeah.
talk about.
Yeah, and we talk about the division winners
next
from
team.
last year, the Detroit Lions.
Here, make sure.
Their offense kind of stays the same basically. They lost Josh Palmer, but he basically cost them against the game against the 49ers last year.
Was he the one that
Did he? I
had
feel
like
like
the
it was
he had like
Dan
the-
Campbell.
drop?
He had the drop, yeah.
Yeah, that was like
Yeah.
right.
And also Dan Campbell being stupid aggressive, but yeah, their wide receiver core. You still have Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's your guy if you're Jared Goff. Jameson Williams. I think this is like a make or break year for him. I mean, they spent a first round pick on him. It's like we kind of got to see something.
He
This
needs
is
to
your
be wide
third year.
receiver too.
Yeah, it's like we got to see something now. But yeah, I love their draft for their secondary or just their offseason, honestly. They bring in DJ Reader for the defensive line, and then they also go out for the corners. They bring in Ennis Rakestraw from the draft. They bring in Terry and Arnold from the draft, 2 solid corners. And yeah, they got better. And that's a good thing. That's what you want to do in the offseason. So, and they were in the NFC Championship game last year, so yeah, still a really good
It's
team.
gonna be it'll be a good battle in the North.
Yeah,
It's
and
gonna be an entertaining battle.
Yeah. Last thing, I know you want to say something real quick. Last thing I will say, they kept Ben Johnson.
Oh,
Huge.
I'm ticked.
That's so
That
huge.
pissed me off, dude.
That's so huge for them because I remember last year or like last season saying if they lose him, I don't think this team's gonna look as great next
Yeah,
season.
I
But they
remember you
kept
saying
him, and I think that is so big for them. So I mean, that was really good on them. But that's all I got for the Lions.
I think the only thing I'm going to say is I think that this will be the year Sam Laporta becomes the tight end 1 in the NFL.
In the whole league.
Dang.
In the whole league, yeah.
No,
Bold.
this is definitely the offense to do it because he kind of is that number 2 target, I'd say. But
Dude, this division is so hard to rank.
it's ridiculous, and now we got to do it. Let's talk about it.
I
I think I kind of know mine, so I could say mine if you want.
Go ahead. Yeah, you can.
Okay, so last I do have the Vikings. I just think they're kind of the least talented roster right now, but I think that could change if they just improve a quarterback. Third, I have the Chicago Bears, but I think they'll still be a great team. It's just like I do have the Packers second, and then I have the Lions winning the division again. I just think. I do like the Packers. I think they're a great team. I think they're definitely one of those teams that could make a playoff run, win a couple of games. I think the Lions got like better just enough so they can kind of like hold off from them just for one more year. 'Cause I think next year is when you're really going to see like, oh, this Packers team is like that. Now they've kind of arrived. I think once they get some more of those like some more playoff experience and just be in those big type games. So yeah, but I do think the Packers will still make the playoffs. I think that's a very reasonable thing to say. Just the Lions and the Packers will probably come out of the NFC North and make the playoffs.
So for me, I actually was gonna put the Bears last, just because even though the Bears on paper have a really good roster, to me it doesn't mean anything till I see it, because they haven't really had a culture of winning recently. But for defensive reasons, I think the Vikings defense is just atrocious. I think it'll hold them back. I think their offense will actually be really good. I'm gonna go Vikings last, and then I'm gonna go Bears. I think those two will be close. Oh man. I actually want to go Packers, even though I'm kind of a D1 Packers hater. I I I'm
I've been
I'm
there, dude.
excited. I'm excited about them, like, to be honest. But I think I'm gonna put them second in the Lions first. I just think the Lions, with bringing back their same coaching staff, like you said, makes a huge difference, and their roster is just solid.
Yeah, it's kind of like a trend we're seeing where it's like these three teams where it's like they're kind of like, at least in my opinion, it's like there's three teams that could all win the division. Like it's entirely possible.
me,
and then
this
just
one,
like that fourth one.
Yeah.
You
To
know what I
me, I
mean?
think this one's 4 though.
Four. I
I
don't
think the
see it.
I don't
Vikings-
see. I
I
don't
don't see
see
it with the
Sam
Vikings.
Darnold leading the Vikings. To the
Yeah, I just don't
division.
see it
I
this
don't
in
know,
this
though.
division.
We've seen crazier things happen.
That's
I'm-
true, but I think a successful season with Sam Darnold for the Vikings would be like 7 wins this year, like 7 or 8
I'd say
wins.
I'd say
that'd
like
be
9.
fine.
I'd say 9.
Yeah.
9. That's the thing is, like, in this division, is 9 going to get you where you need to be?
Probably 4.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but now we move on to probably the fastest division we're gonna go through.
He still has to do
sorry.
it.
Oh yeah, I was
my
just gonna say I think the Vikings. I'll just be quick. Vikings at 4. I'll take Bears at 3. And the second half of the season, I saw the Packers spank the Bears. I think they'll have the momentum. I think the Bears had a good year winning the North, but it's gonna be back to the Packers for the next 10 years with Jordan Love. And I think the Packers are gonna take it. I think they're gonna be the team to beat in the NFC. I seriously do that. It's like, I know I'm kind of biased, but like I said, I follow, like, this is one of those years I've just followed the preseason, I followed the training camps, and the Packers are going to be a good football team. And I think a big part of it is just watching when the Packers were in stride. They made the Lions look silly in the regular season. I would have loved to see an NFC Championship between the Packers and Lions. I wish that happened last year. That would have been gold. But I think that's could definitely happen in the future. But yeah, I have a pack. I'll take the Packers at 1, and the Lions at 2.
Yeah, I respect it. I think that's entirely possible. But yeah, moving on to probably like I said, the quickest division we're
Bro,
gonna talk
can
about.
we spend like 2 seconds on this
Yeah,
next
let's-
team? Holy
Don't
shit.
even need to click on them. Just
Honestly, the only team I want to spend like any time on for these two is like the Panthers for like a minute and like the Falcons. The other two can kind of just fuck off real quick. But so the Panthers,
This team is booty cheeks.
yeah,
so.
very bad last year, but it was also a very bad situation for Bryce Young. They try to improve a little bit. They bring in head coach Dave Canales, who worked wonders with both Baker Mayfield and Geno Smith last year. They revamped the wide receiver room a little bit. You bring Deontay Johnson in. You draft Xavier Legette, who I'm a huge fan of. You even revamped the offensive line a little bit. You brought in Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis, I think, in the offseason. So I mean, you're trying to give Bryce Young all the help he can get, as you know, as best as you can do, because you're the Panthers. So this really is them kind of saying like, okay, this is like, okay, we got to see something here, Bryce. That's kind of what they're saying this year. But yeah, that's the offense. The defense, you have Derek Brown, nice player. They do bring in Jadeveon Clowney. You still have J.C. Horn if he can be healthy. I think he's a really solid corner. But yeah, and you also keep their defensive coordinator, who's really good.
yeah, Panthers. Bryce Young. It'll be fun to see him second year.
Yeah, I hope he takes that jump. To be honest with you, that'd be fun to see.
Not much to talk about.
I literally have nothing to say about
Nothing.
this team.
All right, we move then.
Adam
Third.
Thielen.
Adam Thielen's still there. Probably going to get way less
Just wanted to
targets.
say that name. Go.
Yep. All right.
move on.
Atlanta Falcons, I think, is who finished third. I think it's actually like a 3-way tie somehow, but I don't fucking know.
Threesome.
Yeah. something
Solid,
like that.
solid improvements.
Yeah.
They filled in their holes.
They got Michael Penis.
Yeah. They drafted.
Michael Penis.
They drafted Penix after signing Cousins. I mean, I kind of understand it, but at the same time, why? You bring in Darnell Mooney to be a backup or to be the second wide receiver. That's cool.
and my boy Ray McLeod.
Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah. You got
My boy.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. You signed Matthew Judon, or you traded for Matthew Judon. You did need defensive line help there. That's awesome. And you brought in Raheem Morris to be their head coach. I think he's going to be a very good culture guy as well as kind of a good coach for the defense. Kyle Pitts, please be good. Bijan Robinson could have an offensive player of the year type season if Tyler Algier doesn't see the field way too much. That's all I got to say about the Falcons.
Yeah, I think they'll be way more solid.
I'm
I think
excited
they'll be a
about
good
Bijan.
team. They'll be a good team. They made some good additions.
Yeah,
I'm
very,
excited about Bijan, and I think this is a make or break year. If Kyle Pitts is horrible again, he's cooked, bro.
he really is.
Big year for BYU legend Tyler Algier.
I didn't even know he went to BYU. But next,
Did he actually?
Yeah.
all right, now we move to the New Orleans Saints.
Trash.
Literally
Just
no-
kidding. I don't even
Dude,
know.
Don't
They-
even,
most
Derek
nice-
Carr, bro.
this team is the most boring team in the NFL. Can we please skip them?
They drafted Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler.
Awesome.
Cool.
Is there anything else? I'm
No,
looking.
this
There's
Kool-Aid
literally nothing.
McKinstry, bro. Kool-Aid
They
McKinstry.
did bring in Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Gang, gang.
That's great.
Bro's,
Good for
bro's
them.
last name's Gay.
Good for them. This is a make or break year for head coach Dennis Allen. I think he should probably get fired because they suck. They brought in Fuaga.
I think he will get fired mid-year.
He probably will because he sucks. They drafted
love
Fuaga.
suck.
I like that pick because he can play swing tackle because Trevor Penning
Mm-hmm.
fucking ass. So
Ola
that's it.
Soyedemogara Odu. My boy.
What language was that, dude? All right, moving on. Division winners, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have Baker Mayfield. They lost Dave Canales.
Okay,
their
this team
offensive
I like.
coordinator.
I'm if I if
Are you
I
actually going to talk about this team?
well just for a second, let me
Rashad
talk.
White, we got to talk about him.
Rashad White, former Sun Devil. We got my boy Bucky Irving backing him up.
Not good.
No, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing about the Buccaneers. If they're, let me tell you guys this. If the Ravens didn't exist or I couldn't like the Ravens, the Buccaneers would be my favorite team.
well, there you go.
I don't know why.
Because they won the Super Bowl.
Bro, fuck you, bitch. Dude,
Okay.
I'm a bandwagon because they got my boy Baker Mayfield.
Big
Okay.
bake, bro.
Okay, they drafted Jalen McMillan as well from Washington. They still have Tristan Wirfs, who's one of the best. I think is the best tackle in the NFL now.
They got Vita Vea.
They still have Vita Vea. Their secondary is awesome. They, like I said, they lost Dave Canales, their offensive coordinator. I don't know who replaced them.
Special team solid.
Yeah, special teams is great, dude. They have Chase McLaughlin.
Yo, I was looking at
whatever,
that
man.
too, bro.
All right. Anyways, that's the NFC.
No, but
South.
seriously though, the Buccaneers are so fun. That's
They're
all I gotta
fun.
say.
They
and
could-
their pirate theme, that's pretty epic.
That's pretty cool. One of two
Reminds me
pirate
of, like,
themed teams.
That one guy, freaking Jack Sparrow.
That one guy.
Shout out. All right,
Shout out,
who
Jack.
Who we got?
All right. I'll go quick with this. I have the Panthers, Saints, Bucks, Falcons.
I have the Bucks. Yeah, Bucks taking it. Then we'll go. No, never mind. I got Falcons taking it. Easy. Falcons taking it by a landslide.
I
Bold
could
take.
see the Bucks going back to back, low key.
We'll take Falcons taking it easy. Then I'll take the Bucks at 2. I think the Panthers will make a better jump this year, and the Saints.
The Saints last.
Bad. Yeah,
All right,
Derek
fair
Carr, ass cheeks.
All right. Let me do mine real quick.
Balls.
Let me.
Only team making the playoffs is the division winner, by the way.
Yeah, let me go Panthers, Saints, Falcons, Bucks.
Bucks first.
Give me Bucks.
I respect it.
Bucks are
I,
the team to beat in the NFC, baby.
I respect it, man. All right, who are we doing next?
Said
East
no
or
one
West?
ever.
Because of those that special team,
Guys,
baby.
we got to lock in. All right, East or West? East or West?
We got
East.
2 more?
East.
We have 2 more.
Oh, fetch,
East.
cat.
All right, last place for the East. New York Giants. I don't even. No, it was actually the Commanders, but
Giants,
we're talking about the Giants.
last place. They got freaking Danny Dimes, bro. Dude's ass.
All right, yeah, you still have. Okay, you brought in Brian Burns, the defense. Honestly, your defensive line not too bad. Brian Dable, I'm so sorry you're in this situation with Daniel Jones, dude. Jesus Christ.
Holy crap, bro. I couldn't imagine like being locked down with Danny Jones, bro. Like you got fetch and nothing to do, cut.
Malik Neighbors, I am so sorry for what you're gonna have to.
$30 million a year too.
That's insane, bro.
Malik Neighbors, I'm sorry for the season you're
Danny
about to go
Dimes
through this year.
is a freaking cancer.
It's not gonna be fun. But Dexter Lawrence, one of the best D tackles in the NFL. Paired with Brian Burns should be fun. Oh, and you still have Kayvon Thibodeau.
how it be.
Maybe he should be a little bit better.
Bro, imagine this being your starting quarterback.
Dude, imagine freaking tripping at the 15-yard line.
Otto, any words on the Giants at all? No? No? Okay,
no.
Washington Commanders. They lost Saquon as well. I forgot about that.
Jaden Daniels.
Yo, Luke McCaffrey's gonna be the next stud.
I thought Byron Pringle, but let's agree to disagree.
All right, the Commanders. You brought in a lot of old players. You bring in Bobby Wagner.
The
and
average
Austin
age of this
Eckler.
team is like 70 years
They're either like 25 or 35.
old. Bro,
There's
Chris
no-
Paul?
they do have.
When
they
did
do
Chris
have-
Paul
They
That's my
got,
uncle, bro.
they got the
That's
point
my
guard,
uncle.
bro. They got the point guard.
They got point guard at the guard.
They bring in the Chiefs backup.
Bro, switch
Oh,
from point to left.
They have the Chiefs backup offensive line as their starters now. They have Andrew Wiley and Nick Allegretti. Cool, dude. Cleveland Farrell starting on their defensive line. Wow. You bring in Frankie Louvu. That's cool.
Bro, Luke McCaffrey's gonna have more fantasy points than Christian this year,
Dude,
bro. That's all I gotta say.
They took him so fucking early, bro.
And they took him like 4th round.
He's like a 7th round guy, and they're like, "Fuck it, dude."
Bro, Valor High School legend Luke McCaffrey,
Don't even. Yeah.
All right, bro.
Colorado.
Oh, Cliff Kingsbury is the offensive coordinator. Terry McLaurin and Jaden Daniels. Good fucking luck, dude.
Bro, imagine having your
Cliff, bro.
imagine your second string receiver being Quandre Zacchaeus. That's all I gotta say.
What you know
bro.
about some Olamide Zacchaeus, bro?
Oh fuck,
Dude, Colts legend.
my fault.
Dude, he's been on like so many teams. Oh, I didn't know they signed Noah Brown. That's cool. Anyways, Philadelphia Eagles.
Bro, they got Jameson
Trash,
Chowder.
bro.
Bro.
Philadelphia Eagles. Where the hell are the Eagles? There they are.
They're gonna be mid, bro.
They are either going to be ass again or they're going to be like 15 wins.
Oh hell nah.
I mean, they switched up all their coordinators.
Bro,
so
let's
maybe
see
it
those
could be
special
better.
teams, baby.
See this? Oh, you guys want me to scroll down real quick?
Reed Blankenship.
They do have Reed
Oh wait, I
Blankenship
was
still.
thinking of the freaking kicker, dude.
They brought back C.J. Gardner-Johnson on defense. Oh, you're thinking of Rodrigo Blankenship.
Oh yeah.
Cardinals and Colts legend. But yeah, I will say
They have a lot of potential to be insane, but
They're not.
I hope they're bad. I think everyone's gonna see week 1 them get shat on. Honestly,
Oh, because they're playing the Packers.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
On Friday night.
Friday night,
Yeah, damn,
B-dubs,
dude.
be there.
All right, fuck, dude. I want to spend more time on this team, but I don't want to spend an hour on this team as well. They brought in Saquon Barkley. This is like the best situation he's ever been in by far.
Yeah.
I
They
don't know, bro. Last season
on
the
the
Giants looked
They
pretty
had
good,
Danny
bro.
Dimes before,
My brother-
bro. What are you talking
my
about?
brother in Christ, he was on the Giants.
They had Tommy DeVito, baby.
They lose
Tommy
Jason.
Cutlets.
Guys, I'm trying to get us through this, please. They lose Jason Kelsey. They bring in Cam Jurgens from guard to center.
Jurgens.
Definitely gonna be a downgrade. No
You're
matter
jerking
what.
They lost they lost Jason Kelsey.
That's literally what I just said.
Do they still have Lane Johnson?
They still do. He's at
Yeah.
right tackle.
And Mylata.
Yep. Great
You guys know they
tackles.
lost,
Great tackles.
Jason Kelsey.
Gonna be a huge loss. No more Kelsey. No more Kelsey or Swift in Philadelphia. And they also have Kenny Pickett, bro. They're set. Let's move on.
They also brought a Johnny Wilson, who I'm a big fan of in the draft, but
What position is Johnny Wilson again?
wide receiver. He's like 6'6".
He's nuts.
That's right.
Yeah,
Big boy.
big boy from Florida State. And now he moves to the
And
Dallas.
Jahan Dotson. That was
Yeah.
an interesting pickup.
But
That
honestly,
was very recent.
yeah, it's just because they needed wide receivers. Because look at all these dudes are on IR. But anyways, let's move to the Dallas Cowboys.
Dude, this is a weird division, dude. I think this division's gonna be so much different than last
I
year.
think Commanders are taking it.
I think so too.
What the fuck is happening, dude? That's how long we've been recording. It's just my co-hosts are going fucking insane.
Dude, it's already 7:20.
All right, let's try to get out of here before like
All
8,
right.
dude. Okay. So they have the most nothing offseason ever. They bring Zeke
Yeah.
back.
Bro.
Bro, Zeke's their one? Let's freaking go.
That's how bad
Fantasy
that running
pickup,
back
bro. Let's
room
freaking
is,
go.
dude.
They have Dalvin Cook at the 3, bro.
It's
crazy.
At the small forward.
At the small forward, bro. They bring Eric Hendricks on the defense. They did extend CeeDee Lamb. Thank God. That would have been the biggest dumbass move by Jerry Jones if they didn't do that. Jake Ferguson, fantasy darling. They drafted Tyler Guyton from Oklahoma at left tackle. Should be fun to see what he does because it seems like this team always has a good offensive line. No matter who they have, they've kind of been really consistent with that.
I thought how did they get worse in any way? Because I feel like
They just
when
didn't
they
do
lost
anything.
last year,
They
everyone
lost-
was talking about how they are just like cooked now. Like it's just a dumpster fire.
Well, it's because they literally did nothing in the offseason to get better.
They didn't even
That's
get
why.
Derrick Henry. I thought they were
I
going
guess
to
it
get
was
Derrick
because
Henry.
all the freaking money they had to spend on CD and they
Yeah.
didn't know what their coaching situation was. But
CD's nuts.
Yeah, they had to pay CD's nuts, and they're gonna have to pay Micah Parsons,
less.
sooner rather than later.
that is true. Yeah.
So there is that. Secondary looks good. You still have Trayvon Diggs, he's whatever. And Deron Blank. Oh, he's on IR. I didn't know that. But
He's
yeah,
cooked.
he's cooked. But
Alrighty.
all right, division predictions. What are we thinking?
I'm taking.
I think this could be interesting.
I think Philly will win the division. I think they're gonna be a solid team. They just got too good of an offense with all those pieces. I think Washington will be second. I think the Cowboys will not be as good. I think they had a freaking.
Are you serious?
I think they're having a crash out, bro. I think they're crashing out. From last
Hold
year.
on, wait,
you
no,
smoking
wait, no, hold on.
I think.
Hold on.
Hey,
Hold on.
being
No,
dead
hold on.
Let's
hold on.
talk at the end of the season, bud. All right. I think Dallas is gonna crash out. I think they're not gonna be that good this year. I think they'll still hover around, 500, but I think the Commanders will edge them out. And
Pause.
who's fourth? Giants.
The Giants.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, what do you have?
Let me get Giants, Commanders, Cowboys, Eagles.
I'm gonna go Giants, Commanders, Eagles, Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are still in the division.
Yeah, fuck the Cowboys, bitch.
The Commanders are fucking second.
Yeah.
It's so insane to me, dude.
Dude, bro, are they going to be your wild card?
Yeah.
Bet.
They got to beat the Cowboys, bro. They got freaking Brian Urlacher, or what's his name?
Brian
Bobby
Urlacher.
Wagner?
Brian Urlacher's been retired for like a. All right, man.
I knew he wasn't Brian Urlacher, but I thought it was Brian something. My fault.
All right, we move on. We move on.
Hey, first time.
We move on to the NFC West, and we talk about my beloved, my shining stars, the Arizona.
Kyler
Cardinals.
Murray, baby. I'll let Cole. Go ahead.
Yeah, can you guys please just
Bro,
turn your
Clayton
mics
Tune.
off for a minute and just let me talk about the experience that this team's gonna lead you on. This is gonna be a spiritual. This is gonna be a spiritual experience that this team leads me through this year. I can already tell because I'm looking at like it's really a team of two sides. You have this. That's great, Zach. So you. So you have the offense, which I think looks incredible. You draft Marvin Harrison. I'm trying, and it's so
Hey,
hard.
all I got to say is my boy Tip, Rain Man, is next up.
Are you guys done? Okay. So the Cardinals, obviously, their big move was drafting Marvin Harrison Jr. And basically what that does is it bumps the entire wide receiver core down into the kind of where they should be. So I think Michael Wilson is a wide receiver 2, Greg Dortch, wide receiver 3, light the Dortch, I must say. Trey McBride is poised for a big breakout season, probably try to break into that top 5 tight end conversation. And yeah, you improve on the offensive line as well. You bring in Jonah Williams to be the right tackle. You move Paris back to left tackle where he played in college. And then that's really the offense wrapped up. You also drafted Tip Ryman in the 3rd round out of Illinois. Yeah, big fan. Big blocking tight end. Like really good at that. It's kind of what they brought him in for. So he does give the tip. They also drafted Trey Benson in the 2nd round. So they have a really good running back room now with Connor and Benson. So I think this team's gonna be pretty run heavy, despite drafting Marvin Harrison Jr. and having great weapons in wide receiver and tight end. Because I mean, you also have Kyler Murray, who's one of the best running quarterbacks in the NFL. So yeah, I think the offense is gonna look probably definitely top half, probably easily in that top 10 in my opinion. Then you get to the defense, and it's like, wow, that's really bad, especially on the defensive line. You have 0 names. Like you're relying on Zaven Collins and Dennis Gardeck to get you pressure off the edge. That's not good. That's not good, guys. Yeah. The secondary, you have a great safety duo in Jalen Thompson and Budda Baker. You bring in Sean Murphy Bunting in free agency, and you draft Max Melton. So they're trying to fill out the corner depth and just see what they have there, but it's nothing amazing. And I think this defense will improve, but not by much. I think last year they were like 31st or 30th in EPA per play. I think they might make the jump to like 27th. And for them, that's improvement. That's perfect. That's fine for what they have. But yeah, I'm very excited to watch the offense perform this year. Like, this is probably the most excited I've been for any Cardinals team in a while.
Same.
Dude, let's go.
Mainly just because of Marv, honestly. I'm extremely high on him as a prospect, and I think he's gonna be so good. I think it's wild to say, but I think him just coming out of the draft, I think he's already a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL.
That'd be good to see.
But
the Cardinals need to be good again. That'd be so much fun to watch Kyler Murray cook again because he just has it. He has the it factor. He can check that ball. He can run around anywhere he wants.
He's so good when he's healthy.
I know. Like that. Just that 1 year with freaking. They were the longest lasting undefeated team.
Yeah,
they went like 8-0, 7-0, and
they were like 10-2, and then they
know,
finished the season like 1-4.
Yeah, exactly.
Awful.
Cliff Kingsbury Rams game. Freaking, I want to beat that man.
Dude, we'll jump him, Zach. We'll jump him.
Yeah, but yeah, it'll be a fun team. I want them to succeed. I would love to root for the Cardinals.
Yeah, a lot of
in
people
the
saying
playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of people saying they could make it into the wild card spot. I'm not going to go that far.
The defense sets them back a lot.
Yeah,
Definitely, it'd be hard.
that's their biggest problem. Them losing BJ Ojolari for the whole season because he was kind of going to be like a breakout candidate for them coming off the edge as an outside linebacker.
Yeah.
Them losing him for the season really does not do well. Oh, they also lost Darius Robinson, their other first round pick, for I think the first at least 4 or 5 weeks of the season, which
it's tough.
just doesn't help anything. But we move to the Seattle Seahawks.
Hey, all I gotta say about Seattle Seahawks, Zach
They have
Charbonnet's
Zach
next
Charbonnet,
up.
yeah.
He's gonna be running back 1 this season.
Sam Howell, I think, could take over Geno Smith's spot.
I
low
actually
key.
bro, no Diddy. I think so too.
That'd be fun to see. We'll see if Jackson Smith and
I think Jake Bobo's next up too.
Jake Bobo. Yeah, that's a fun wide receiver room. They're solid.
Yeah, they obviously brought in Mike McDonald to be their head coach. I think they bring the offensive coordinator from like Washington, the University of Washington College, to be their new offensive coordinator. So we'll see how he does. Their main pickup in the draft was Byron Murphy, I think. Oh yeah, Byron Murphy. So
Wait, what?
defensive end, not that Byron Murphy, different Byron Murphy.
Oh, I was confused.
Yeah.
Byron Murphy too.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
even though,
fault.
but it's weird though because he's known as Byron Murphy II. The other one's known as Byron Murphy Jr., which is like the same thing.
Dang.
So they just have the same name, I guess. That's whatever. They're blood
Bro.
brothers or something.
Can't wait. Gonna be a good year.
That's on game.
Yeah, secondary. I like the secondary a lot. I like their corners. I like Devon Witherspoon. I like Tariq Woolen. Hopefully he can not suck a little bit. Pause. And yeah. You keep Leonard Williams, who you traded for. I think that was a big move to keep him. And I think this team will be solid. I think with Geno Smith, I think they'll be really good. I think they'll improve from last year.
Really?
I do.
I feel like they did better than expected last year.
I think they
'Cause-
kind of regret. I mean, they regressed a little bit from where they were the year before,
Yeah.
but I think they'll kind of take a step back forward in the right direction. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's really my thoughts on the Seahawks. Now we move to the second place, which was the Los Angeles Rams. Biggest thing to talk about with this team is that they lost Aaron Donald to retirement. So defense is honestly kind of cooked because they also traded somebody that was really important to their defense and so important that I can't remember who it was. So their defense is kind of looking a little bad right now. They did draft Jared Verse though, and somebody else from Florida State who I don't remember. The offense is still good though. You have a great wide receiver.
Lots of
dude.
young talent.
Yeah.
Puka Nakua's only gonna get better.
Yeah, I think he could.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think he could take that step to kind of
Who's on
over.
my fantasy team?
He can kind of jump
He's
over
gonna
Cooper Kupp
Suck.
to be that wide receiver one, kind of establish himself as
Bro,
that.
who the fuck is their tight end, bro? Colby Parkinson? Never heard
Did
that
you,
man in my
you
life.
know Colby Parkinson?
Nah. Oh, Tyler Higbee's hurt. That's why.
Yeah. But that's kind of really all I have for the fucking Rams, dude.
Yeah, I think they just Matthew Stafford. I feel like is just always a quarterback that's just gonna lift that team up and make him solid.
I think Blake
So-
Corum's gonna be a stud.
and they just have solid receivers.
I did pick up Blake Corum in our fantasy league. So
In what dynasty?
no, in our like $25 league.
You sucking on some dick over there?
Yeah, what are you doing?
But
over
you
there?
also did.
But,
Alrighty.
All right, wait, hold on. One more thing. Jordan Whittington, I think, was an undrafted guy from like Texas. He looked pretty good in preseason. So
It's gonna be good.
that's
They're
really all I
gonna
gotta
give
say.
a solid room.
Okay, last team. Finally, Jesus Christ.
Ah,
The other team that was in the Super Bowl, Zach's worst nightmare. Zach literally shitting himself right now looking at a 49ers logo.
Jordan Love time.
You poor thing.
Remember those texts, dude? Remember those? I still have the screenshots of me saying Jordan Love time. The worst 5 minutes of my life occurred.
Dude, I just remember I don't even remember what I said. I was just like going insane. I just remember you like kill yourself.
Because freaking dude, Jordan Love got the ball back to win the game. Tough. But yeah, let's talk about it. 49ers, Brock Purdy, mid, I think.
They bring in Ricky Pearsall, who got fucking
got
shot,
shot.
by the way.
Say goodbye, Ricky. Say goodbye to your career.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, man. R.I.P. Bozo, but Jacob Cowing, U of A Wildcat, next up. So, hey, Ricky who? That's all I got to say. But
Dude
anyways,
just got shot, bro.
Ricky shot, bro.
Bro, don't talk about a former ASU Sun Devil like that, dog.
man, fuck your former ASU Sun Devil, dude. I got Jacob fucking Cowing instead.
Bro, you
who's-
want to fight?
Hey, man, all I'm saying, Jacob Cowing was dodging bullets. Can Ricky Pearsall do that? Apparently not. Apparently not. Apparently not.
No, he just gets freaking shot.
He just takes it like a man and gets shot, dude. Hey.
Bro, all I gotta say is Nick Bosa. Bosa Donuts.
That is true. They
Right next door.
They lost Drake
Sponsored by
Greenlaw.
Bosa Donuts.
Yeah. For the defense, they lost Drake Greenlaw in the Super Bowl.
Sponsored by
Really?
Chili's.
He's out for the season?
I think he's out for the year because
Freaking
that's
dang, bro.
yeah.
Screw that guy.
But they do bring in former Cardinal and Packer Devontae Campbell.
Eh,
So
he's
I mean,
aight. He's aight.
Sloppy seconds.
Yeah, he can be serviceable. He can be fine. Yeah, dude, I can't believe you would take the Cardinals sloppy seconds. Jeez. But yeah, I think that's really it. Their offensive
They're
line.
always just gonna be a solid team.
Offensive line is dog
Sponsored
shit.
by Chili's.
Yeah, offensive line is dog shit. But you also have Trent Williams, who they need to fucking resign because if they don't, then they're fucked.
Do they have the money for that though?
I have no clue.
Because they just freaking got Ayuk, right?
Yeah, they brought back Ayuk, so he'll play. But I mean, salary cap isn't even real, to be honest with you. So they'll find a way. They'll do what the Saints do every year and just spend money somehow. But
To have the most
Bet.
mid roster.
yeah, they should really bring back Trent Williams because they need him. But guys, it's our last division to predict. What are we thinking?
Guys. For me,
Nice, bro.
Sorry about that
Flip it.
for the young
Flip it.
viewers.
Brock L. I'm sorry, man. No, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go Cardinals last probably, and then. But I think they're gonna improve.
No, I agree.
And then Rams, and then I'm taking the Seahawks second, and I'm taking the 49ers first.
Dude, we got the same division,
Same
bro.
exact one?
Same thing.
That's what's up,
We
dude.
made the sandwich, bro.
I'm taking Seahawks last. Give
Bro,
me
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, that means Cardinals not
give me
last.
Cardinals third. I think Cardinals offense is gonna turn up this year.
Bro, Seahawks are next.
I think Cardinals offense is gonna turn up. They're gonna be a solid team. They're gonna win a decent amount of games. I feel like Cardinals. I don't think they're gonna like make a run of the playoffs or anything, or even make the playoffs. But I think they'll win a decent amount of games, which means more than the Seahawks. And I'm gonna say the Rams taking the division. I'm gonna say
What?
Brock Purdy, mid quarterback, Brock Purdy. I see the Rams taking the division.
Hey, but he is good enough to beat the Packers in the playoffs.
That is true.
He is good enough to
Bro,
beat the
Zach's
Packers in the
perfect clickbait, bro, on TikTok.
give
I'll just post all of Zach's.
me
takes.
Brock. Give me the Rams to win the division.
Dude.
I think they'll have a solid. I think the 49ers will make the playoffs. I think the 49ers will be a scarier team in the playoffs. But I think the Rams are going to win the division.
all I
and
gotta
the
say,
they're gonna
imagine
be a
your name-
better regular season team.
Imagine your name being Rock Ya-Sin, bro.
Dang.
That's kind of fucking sick, dude.
Imagine your name being Jake Tongas.
Yo, hold on real quick. I think the Rams have a better chance of getting last than first in the division.
Dude,
That might-
I look at their defense. And
It's so bad.
Their defense was pretty bad last year with Donald.
It's
They
bad.
lost him, and it's like. you're
Oh, I
fucked,
forgot.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm switching those two.
No.
I forgot they lost. I forgot they lost Aaron Donald.
I said it like 4 times, dude.
Sorry, bro. It's freaking 2 hours in. I'm freaking zonked.
Oh man, I wish I was right now. But anyways, division predictions.
Gang.
Yeah, Cardinals, Rams, Seahawks, Niners. That's really all I got. Okay, playoff teams. I have.
Durkin.
Shut the fuck up, please. Falcons, Lions,
Right,
49ers.
right.
Those are the division winners. Yeah. Okay, and then the wild card teams. I have the Packers, Eagles, and
I'm
Seahawks.
working late
Because you're a singer.
because I'm
me-
a singer.
Give me the freaking Packers taking 14 games this year, bro.
All right, now we're delusional.
I'm not. Come back to this next year, bro. Trust.
Lions.
Packers, 14 games this year. Number 1 seed. I'll take the. I'll take 49ers taking the 2 seed. I'll take Eagles with the 2 seed, then 49ers, and then Falcons. And then wild card, I'm going to go Lions, I'm going to go Buccaneers, and I'm going to go Rams.
All right, guys. I'm going to go Eagles, first place. Lions, second place. 49ers, third place. Bucks, fourth place. And then my 5th seed's going to be the Packers, 6th seed Cowboys. And I think the Seahawks are going to make their way in the playoffs.
Okay, so we kind of have like the same.
But
Well,
yeah.
we got the same thing going.
I
there.
think, no, not you, but,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
us, yeah.
Yeah, Lions are my 1 seed, by the way. That other bullshit, I don't care. Super Bowl.
Zach Charbonnet is going to be Offensive Player of the Year.
Lions 1 seed.
Yeah, Lions 1 seed. I think they're really good.
All right,
At football.
Super Bowl. We're not going to go through all the playoff games.
Just do our-
Super Bowl matchup and
I think
winner.
our Super Bowl predictions just be like our 2 1 seeds. You know what I mean? That's what mine are. Chiefs.
Packers Jets.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that.
I got Chiefs Lions.
Packers Jets or Packers Chiefs.
Mine
but
would
I want
be-
Packers.
Mine would be
Jets.
Chiefs Eagles again. Fucking disgusting. No, give me Ravens.
What does this guy think he is, bro? Chiefs Eagles.
What are you doing, man?
Give me Ravens Bucks, bro.
Right,
What the
Bucks.
fetch is wrong with you?
Whoa,
Bucks,
whoa.
bro. Is that
Ravens.
freaking gay for Baker Mayfield?
Yes.
More like Baker Gayfield.
Hey, yo, chill with that. Chill with that, dog.
I
Or
love
like
you, Baker.
Cade Otto Gay. Bro, you're trying to
Oh.
up right now? Like Cade Otton, bro.
Bro, trying to square up. My balls sack hurts. No, but seriously.
Dang. All right, MVP takes.
Give me. Are we in the right mindset to do this right now?
I'm
No,
ready.
dude, this is a fucking Joe Rogan episode, dude. Jesus Christ, man.
Yo, if it's a Joe Rogan episode, I'm Shane Gillis.
I'll be
Bro,
Jamie.
I'm freaking Jordan Love.
Bro, he's always on Joe Rogan. No,
All
you're,
right.
no, you're Theo
Okay.
Vaughn. You're Theo Vaughn.
Bro, with like new cut.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, what's your Super Bowl prediction? Just real quick, just say it, and then we're hopping into.
I said
awards.
Ravens Bucks.
Ravens, Bucks.
Packers
awesome.
Jets.
Okay, Chiefs, Lions. Okay, award predictions. MVP. Don't even say anything. No explanation, because we need to get the fuck out of here. MVP. Josh Allen.
Jordan Love.
Joe Milton, baby.
Jordan Love, no bias, bro.
Joe
Milton?
Milton. Joe Milton, a little biased. I'm not gonna lie.
You're a big Joe Milton guy.
Why?
I can't-
Because he's freaking has a cannon, as in he's black.
Yeah, exactly. He's got cannons, bro.
Does have some nice cannons.
All right. Next.
No,
up.
no, give me Joe Burrow. I'm sorry, Joe Burrow.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for your serious.
My
answer.
serious answer is Joe Shiesty.
Okay, offensive player of the year.
Joe
Tyreek
Bird.
Hill.
Fuck. Who did I put? Brees Hall.
Going dark horse. Garrett Wilson.
Nice.
Hold on.
Defensive player of the year. I'm gonna go Myles Garrett. Honorable mention. Sauce Gardner.
Miles Garrett. I'm gonna go Miles Garrett.
I haven't thought about this actually.
Here, I'll show you.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Sauce Gardner. I feel like he's just locked down and he's just gonna keep getting better.
I wanted to put him as my main one, but like they never give it to a corner. So I
Yeah.
just put him as-
I just feel like the Jets will be good this year, so like he'll kind of climb higher.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yo,
Okay.
facts.
All right.
Some great analysis.
Solid take.
Okay. Offensive rookie of the year. I'm gonna go with Caleb Williams, but I mean, in my heart, I want Marv to win it. Obviously.
I'm actually going Marv.
I'm going Marv.
Fake Cardinals fan over here.
Fake Cardinals fan.
Doesn't
I'm
even.
sorry, dude. I've seen my team be so dog shit that I'm just kind of been a realist.
I
at
think
this
Marv will
point.
win it with Kyler if he's healthy.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. Defense rookie of the year. I'm gonna go with Liatu Latu.
I'm gonna go Jared Verse out of the Rams.
I'm gonna go Liatu Latu. I'm a big Colts guy.
I'm sure you did a lot of research on that, and
Hey.
that was a really deep and thorough pick.
A lot of TikTok.
Yeah, man. I
Dude,
watch.
that's where you get all your information, bro.
Dude, that's the only place to get it. Dude. That or like Facebook. That's the only place you can go.
Exactly. Facebook
But,
Reels.
yeah, comeback player of the year.
Bro,
I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers.
Daniel Jones. Cool.
I'm going Aaron Rodgers as well. If my predictions are in line with how good the Jets will be, then he's for sure winning it.
Oh, for sure. Oh, what is it? Comeback, Aaron Rodgers.
Comeback. Pause.
Or Daniel Jones, bro.
No Joe Burrow for comeback. If he's winning MVP,
He already won it.
He did.
I think he already won it.
My
so-
fault.
He tore his ACL there, brother.
Yeah. Actually, it might have been Bosa. I don't
Hey,
know.
bro, I know you
I
want
don't,
this.
think, I don't think he won it.
I know you want
I know
this.
he like almost did.
I know you want this Daniel Jones wallpaper, bro.
All right, last award. I literally don't have any clue for this. Coach of the year.
I think if the Packers win 14 games, like I think they will, Matt LaFleur.
I do have like LaFleur as like one of my possibilities, so I'm just I'll go with you. I'll ride with you. Pause and go with LaFleur.
Damn,
Coach of the
that's,
year.
That's literally who I picked too, but I don't.
All right,
no,
LaFleur.
I don't
No.
want to sound like a meat rider, bro. Hold on.
Hey,
Dude, well,
you
we
can
can-
ride my meat.
What's wrong with riding each
huh?
other's meat, Otto?
Hey, it's 2025.
You're
facts.
you're scared to meat ride just because the cameras are on now? Okay, buddy. All right.
Bro, if anything, I want to ride when the cameras are on, but I just don't want to right now.
All right.
Jewish kitty?
I do have one of my fantasy names is Jewish Kitty because I think it was really funny.
Gang.
Yeah, I copied Ashton on that. Thank you for that idea. Okay, predictions.
Oh,
This is the last thing. Then we're out of
shit.
here.
What the fetch is this?
Week
Oh.
1 NFL predictions. we pick who's gonna win each game. We're just gonna fly
Ravens.
through this one. Where
Ravens.
Give me the Chiefs.
Ravens.
I'm also gonna go Ravens. Zach, you've been
Yeah.
overruled. That's how this works.
Motherfucker.
Give me
There you
Chiefs,
go.
baby.
Give me
Okay,
Eagles,
Packers,
baby.
Eagles.
Packers are gonna show out. Packers are gonna
Eagles.
show the world what they're about.
Actually, I'm
Trust.
gonna go Packers too.
Who
I
has
feel like Eagles will start slow.
And Brazil is home territory for Packers.
oh yeah, everyone
a
knows
lot
that.
of Packers fans down there?
No, literally. Like that's the one team everyone roots for in Brazil. Trust me.
I believe you, man.
I'm going Packers.
Trust me, bro. I know my Packers. All right.
I'll I'll go.
I'm about to walk out right now.
Shut the fuck up. All right, I'll go Packers. That's a sweep right there. Okay. Holy fucking mid, dude. Steelers, Falcons.
Give me
I'm going Falcons, baby. Give me sucks.
Dude, Arthur Smith revenge game. Give me the Steelers, bro. Give me the Steelers.
give me Falcons.
Give me.
They're gonna show
Falcons,
Arthur
bro.
Smith why he's literally a sped.
Okay.
I'm going Cardinals, bro.
Cardinals, Bills.
Confident Cardinals. I don't know why I
This
just
is
been anti-Bills this year. but
Cardinals.
I'm going confidently Cardinals.
Are they 6% picked? Give me Cardinals.
This is in Buffalo, so I guess that's the
Give me
only-
Cardinals. It's fucking August.
You guys are both going
September.
Cardinals. I was gonna go Bills, but okay.
Well, you're out.
Cardinals fan, bro.
Dude, you literally. Yeah, what is wrong with
Hopefully, freaking Kyler Murray's not watching this, bro.
No, dude, me and Kyler are
We
tight,
live
bro.
in Arizona, dog.
Yeah, Kyler.
Oh, dude.
All right, Titans,
What in
Bears.
the fuck? Oh,
Give me Titans, bro.
Bears, dude.
Give me Titans. I don't. Caleb's first NFL game. I think
Give
he's
me
gonna.
Titans.
I think he's gonna freaking throw like
What
3
the
picks.
fuck is
Give me
wrong with you?
Titans.
Holy shit, dude. That's got to be racist, bro. Just because of Will Levis and Caleb. All right, bro.
Bro,
that's
Will
great.
Levis likes mayo.
Will Levis has a freaking cannon, bro.
He's got cannons.
How about a. Never mind.
Bengals easy.
Yeah,
Bengals.
Bengals.
Fucking
Okay. This
easiest
fucking.
decision.
This
in
is
my
the game of the week right here. I think this is one of the. This would be a good game.
Otto, I have a question for you. Over under 0.5 times we pick the Patriots to win a game this year. Over under.
It's gonna happen one year. Because remember last year towards the middle of the season we started to get super mid matchups, like we had Patriots and Giants.
Dude, there's no way I think I'm gonna pick the Patriots. Like, who is
I'm-
the Patriots gonna be better than? Is
I
is my
might-
question.
I
Here's the
might
thing, in
just for the
4 weeks
vibes.
when they start Joe Milton, it's a whole different ball game.
Okay. If that doesn't happen, because I mean, hey man, if they put Joe Milton in, then it's
Bro,
it's
then it's
for
game
wraps.
over. They're just benching him because it wouldn't be fair to the rest of the league.
Dude, what a week 1 game we have here. Texans. Colts.
Give me Texans.
Ooh,
CJ Stroud's
I
gonna come
want.
out
I want to see
ripping
the
it.
Colts win, so I'm gonna say Colts.
I'm gonna go Colts because it's
What?
also in Indy. I think
But Anthony Richardson's gonna be coming back from injury. He's gonna be a little slow.
like retarded.
You're retarded.
No, guys.
Sorry,
I meant-
sorry about the harsh
sorry
language.
for our
yeah.
special Avery
Yeah.
audience.
Dude, we need Avery on a podcast, bro.
Oh
Hey,
my
I will
god.
be here next time. He can replace me,
All right,
Bro.
Jags, Dolphins.
When do you come back?
like for freaking breaks,
Like Thanksgiving?
and Christmas,
Bro,
probably.
special Thanksgiving episode.
Thanksgiving, yeah, Thanksgiving episode.
We'll bring Avery, fucking Devin, and Zach.
Jeremiah's not invited because he
Fuck
lost
no.
the church key.
Yeah, fuck you, Jeremiah.
All right, guys. All right, Jaguars, Dolphins. We picking Dolphins.
Give me Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Give me Dolphins, yeah.
Give me the
Alright.
Fins.
All right, Saints.
I'm actually taking Panthers on this. I don't think they'll be the better
No.
team, but I'm taking them week 1.
Give me Saints.
All right, fuck it. I'll go. No, I'll go with Saints, or I'll go Panthers with you.
What?
guys.
What is
gang.
I'll ride your guys' meat.
Give me Vikings.
No. Yeah, Vikings. You don't like Sam Darnold versus Daniel Jones on your TV?
It's a guaranteed 1-0 right there.
All right.
Give me Raiders.
Give me
Give
the
me
Raiders. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Broncos, Seahawks.
Give me the Broncos.
Super Bowl 48 matchup.
I
here.
swear to God, these teams have played each other like the last 3 years. Because I remember they played 2 years ago.
Did you say
'cause that was-
Broncos?
I'm taking Broncos.
Bro, give me Seahawks. Zach
give me-
Charbonnet going off.
Seahawks is just one of those teams I'm anti this year.
Bro, Charbonnet going 200 rushing yards.
Oh,
3
I know why
touchdowns.
you're anti-Seahawks.
Why?
Because, dude, like that one NFC Championship game where they beat the Packers in overtime.
Brian Boston.
They got Jordan Love,
Brian
bro.
Boston
That makes
gonna die.
that makes so much sense now. Okay.
And they have Jordan Love.
That's fair enough. Yeah, dude. Like the Legion of like you probably hated the Legion of Boom. So did I. Because
I wasn't a big. I didn't follow ball as much when that happened. But I just know we should have won the Super Bowl
Ah.
more for Brian Boston.
hey, man, fake fan, bro, fake fan. All right, Cowboys, Browns. What are we thinking?
Give me Cleveland, bro. Give me the Dallas crash out.
Give me the Cowboys.
I'm also gonna take the Cowboys. All right, the commies
Bucks.
versus the Bucks.
Bucks. Bucks.
Bucks.
Jaden Daniels gonna show out week day 1, bro.
Jaden Daniels against Todd Bowles defense, buddy. Get ready to fucking learn Canadian.
Bro,
Um,
against Baker?
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Against Gaker.
Don't ever call him that again.
All right, playoff rematch: Rams, Lions.
Give me the freaking LA Rams, baby.
They're playing week
Give
1.
me LA Rams.
Yeah, they said.
Where have I been? Give me Lions.
What'd you say, Zach?
He said Rams.
I'll take the Rams.
Fuck you guys.
Sheesh.
All right, Jets, Niners.
Give me the Jets.
If
I'm freaking breaking this mic.
It's better than Jeremiah's. Give me the Jets.
If Aaron Rodgers doesn't tear his Achilles 4 plays in again, give me the Jets.
Give me 49ers. Doesn't even matter. I'm a freaking idiot.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
And those are our picks.
Cancel me.
Shut up, dude. Cancel me. I don't even care. All right. But those are our picks. That's our first episode back in season 2.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, man.
Myself.
Yeah, hey, I appreciate your self-invite,
Zach,
Zach.
you're always invited, man.
Let's go. I'll be back for when my predictions aren't correct.
Well, yeah. We'll see you in Thanksgiving.
All right, guys.
Any
Stay
final
gay.
words? Yeah, you're kind of the host of this thing, so this is all you, buddy.
Mommy milkers, and stay safe out there. Okay.
Yeah, use
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Remember to like and subscribe.
Yeah, use protection out there.
Check out our TikTok and Instagram. They're probably just gonna be filled with Zach's horrible takes.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Peace.
What an episode.